All right.
Hey, are we live?
We are live, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
live. Oh, no, live.
Oh no, you're all exposed to the world.
I'm scared. I've never gone live before. This is my first time ever going live on the channel. Oh my god.
Dude.
You just did a pod. You just did your podcast like a few hours ago, talking about your harem.
What? Me? I was on there? What?
What? What's this?
That sounds crazy.
No,
Okay,
sounds pretty darn accurate.
Boom and oh crap, it's bigger. That life up there.
I don't know. It's okay. You have a phone call. Okay.
Yes, I had a phone call. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
Well, answer it.
I know. I just texted. It's okay.
Bam.
Okay. Was it your mum?
No, it's my dad.
Oh, it's your dad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You should answered it.
I'm okay. He understands I'm not answering phone calls and having conversations while I'm on the thing. Be weird.
Yeah, be like, hey.
Hey, what's up, Dad? Yeah, come on, just keep telling me everything. Yeah.
I've done that before. She knows I have. My phone will ring and I'll just be like, hello.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget I'm doing something.
And
nothing will beat that one Twitch guy who was like he was on his phone. Well, actually, he was on talking about his cat, and he thought he muted his mic, and he came back and goes, "I love you, Mr. Snuggles. Have a good night."
Oh God, you have to break that up. And I didn't.
Night, Mr. Snuggles.
That would be me. That would be me all day. I'd do something silly like that.
Suppose I should do intro.
Yeah, you should do intro. Maybe that makes sense.
I think I'm just rusty at this. Well, hello to those that are actually here. I don't know if anybody else will show up. I'm not sure. But welcome to just what do you call this? An early birthday live stream. And technically, no, it is not my birthday today because it's Monday. I'm in the future.
Whoa, future.
It's technically my birthday is this Friday, so I don't know why I didn't.
Super early birthday.
Super early. Seriously, this week is already gonna be hell. So this is why I'm having it now. There's no way I'll be able to do it on my birthday, which I would have really loved to have done, but no, it's not gonna happen. So, and I have a couple of people here that graciously gave up their time to be here. So thank you.
I was doing so much. I was so busy. Just sitting down watching YouTube. Yep.
I was watching Samurai Flamenco. I'm not gonna lie.
What were you watching?
Samurai Flamenco.
Oh my God! Someone else watches that. Oh my God! Oh my God!
I heard crap, and I was like, "Let me watch this."
It's freaking awesome.
And I was like, "It's gonna be crap." I'm ready to shit all over it, and then I'm watching. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is the most awesome thing I've ever seen in my life."
It don't get better. It only gets better. That's the thing. That's the crazy part of it. Like once you get near the second parts and the third part, it's incredible. That whole story changes. It becomes like
I've got 5 episodes left.
Oh
and
my God!
How much crazier can this get?
I think the last episode will blow your mind.
Huh?
The last episode will blow your mind away. Trust me.
It's already blown my mind. I'm like, it's so random, and people are so mad. They're like, "What is with all these twists, this out of left field stuff?" I was like, "Y'all are fools." I was like, "Y'all taking this a little too seriously. This ain't meant to be serious. It's a parody. It's a deconstruction."
But it's a good parody though. It's like it's actually good. I was like, I thought the same thing. I was like, yeah, this looks really stupid. I watched it and I was like, oh my God, where have I been? Holy shit.
Yes. I'm like, oh my God, why did I not watch this? before. This is beautiful. It's like
I love the opening.
everything.
Fire did an incredible job with the opening. Oh my god, the
Yes!
opening. I can
I
listen
was
to
like, oh
that
my
8,000.
god. I love this opening. Then I was like, why do I love this opening so much? And I saw Spire, and I was like, oh, Haikyuu. No wonder.
Yeah, that's like
There it
the
And Flow, the second opening, I was like, Flow, yes, I win. Oh, this is even better.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not alone. Because people are like really shitting on it. Like, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
that is funny.
Oh, and then what's his name? King Torture or whatever his name is. He shat on that girl. I was like, yes.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Or whatever her name is. Flamingo Diamond.
I forget like every single character in that show. I can not remember the names for the life of me anymore. I'm terrible with names
It's the
here.
pop star. It's the main pop star shit. She pissed me off. She is so rude, so disrespectful, and if she's kidnapped by spoiling it. But she gets kidnapped, and she's like, "Dude, untie me so we can fight." Hero versus villain. She's like, "Girl, you're not even the main event. You're not even the main character. I'm waiting. You're just the bait to get Samurai Flamenco in here." And she's just looking at him like, and I'm like, "Ooh, burn. You deserve it." Whole time. Yes.
That show really bad. Like I remember there was another fight she was in, and she couldn't do crap to the dude. I forget what was that. Like that was like a little after she got introduced that she got into a fight with some dude and barely beat him or something like that. And I'm like, oh, you're not that great of a fighter. I don't know why you make it sound like you're so good. You're not that good.
She's not. And then my favorite is when she was coming back. She stomps on dudes like privates. That's her signature move. So the third or fourth time she goes to do it, they're all wearing like ball cups, and I'm like, oh. You're like wearing like protection, so she can't die.
Oh, man. I gotta rewatch that series. Like I feel like rewatching it.
Oh no! Now you rekindle. Isn't it fun when you get rekindle the flame?
I want to buy that series. Like, legit, I wish I could buy it. It's not available.
Oh yeah, because I said to you, oh yeah, it's available here in
I know, and I'm like, what? I'm like, now I'm gonna have to go to Australia. I'm gonna have to go and get a Blu-ray player over there, bring it back to America, get Austin Samurai Flamenco while I'm down there. Come on, man. Come on. People be looking
like, I'll have to watch it. Don't listen to the crappy reviews. Just watch it, and don't take it seriously.
It makes fun of Power Rangers in a good way. It makes fun of Power Rangers in a good way.
Yeah, Super Sentai. I effing love the Super Sentai series. I love them all. So when they came out as Flame Ranger or whatever it was, Flame Rangers, I was like, yes. Yes.
We have our own underground base. We can launch anytime. It's like, oh my god, what?
I was like that, or how? My favorite, the loophole on how he uses weapons because they were technically stationary or whatever. They were all supplies and not weapons. Yeah. I was like, yes, that's the kind of critical thinking we need right now. Good for you, bruh.
It's like this is actually a tape measure, but you can use it to launch, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a tape measure. Wow, you're using that as a But you know what I thought of though when I was a kid? When I was a kid, I used to always I had a tape measure my dad had. I used to always play with it and launch it and throw it around. So I kind of went like, you know what? Maybe it's not that crazy if you think about it, because legit, I used to do that when I was a kid. So
it's strong enough.
Yeah, we'd have to walk in the This is what was able to do. He was able to make stationary become the strongest things in the world, and fight against aliens. And,
tape. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with the show at all. I can't. Don't make me want to ditch the stream and just finish watching it.
Whatever you can. If you want, it's all right. I'll scold you later. It's all right.
No.
That'd be messed up. No. You know what? I gotta go finish this. I'll see you later. And then legit just leaves. I was like, that's so much dedicated.
Then I come back and I'm like, this was, oh my god, guys, the ending was perfect. And y'all are just like, what the heck just happened?
It ends on a really good note. It's very depressing though too. It's like one of those depressing endings too. because like the sister. I'm not gonna spoil
Yeah.
what happened. I'm like, it's sad.
Where we are right now, it's kind of depressing too, because it's like dudes on the run. Like I was like, you looking pretty ragged, bro. I was like, and he's like, I have no friends. I was like, Gato, go to the cop friend. Yo, what do you mean you don't have anybody? He's not gonna turn you in. Go to your cop buddy.
Did they talk about the cop's top secret, by the way, yet? 'Cause I can't remember. Did they already reveal the cop secret, like what he's been hiding the whole time?
No, but I
No?
know what it is. I kind of spoiled it for myself. I know what it is.
Oh, that sucks.
And
'Cause when you find out, it's like.
Well, I found out after. I found out after the fact, and it made me go and start thinking, like, oh my god, all the stuff he was doing in the beginning. Yo, like, I was like, no, seriously?
Yep.
I was like, nobody caught this. Nobody caught this.
I know but it's messed up because they go back to that like near the end, and it's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
that's.
Makes you want to hug him, like just. It's okay, boo. It's okay. Go be with your boo. No, because I mean, I'll ship stuff. I'm usually not like, oh my god, this is so shippable, but bruh, this is like free level shipping. It's shipping itself. I'm like, dude, like the main girl's like, hey, I want to be with you, and he's like, nah, bruh, I'm already taken. And she's like, oh,
I like how you reenact stuff that happens in series.
She's like, yeah. She's like, you're with so and so, and he's like, what? No, nah, I got a girlfriend, and she's like, oh, okay. And then later, she walks in on him like holding him up or something. She's like, I knew it, and I'm like, yeah, I knew it too. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, we haven't even touched friggin' Haikyuu subject yet.
We're there.
We get it there.
That's okay. I'll let you. You guys need to go probably off the hinge.
I just started this. I'm usually late with anime.
She goes off the handle. She loves to go. Sorry. It's off the handle. I love going off the handle.
You're not the only girl that I've met that loves Haikyuu, because I know Simply Rose, for example, she loves Haikyuu, and I've seen some of her streams where she starts to talk about Haikyuu and she's gone. Like,
I'm
legit.
sorry. Well, it's Haikyuu hell is a real thing. So, oh my god,
fandom is good. Fandom is good. Look at.
Oh my god, Naja! I totally forget. I keep forgetting. I want to do a custom order for Noya. That Noya. I want you to make a Noya doll. Do you think you could do that?
I could make that happen.
I'll put it like proper request to like your Etsy store and shit. But yeah, I'm definitely Noya. Just like your Etsy store and shit. Oh dear.
I take them all. I take them all. I've had people tweet me. I've had people just send me a DM, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh wait, tell everybody what happened with the Funimation thing. That was freaking hilarious.
My adult words right now, but they can go F themselves. I'm mad. I'm still a little bit mad.
Yeah, poor Funimation.
Oh, you know what? Got you, Funimation. Sorry, I'm like, give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
But I have to find the doll. Give me a minute.
Hey, was the Yuri on Ice? You made a Yuri on Ice.
Oh,
doll.
I remember seeing that. When she got.
Funimation's behind her.
Yeah.
So I crochet dolls.
Yeah.
Faces because they creep me out. For everybody that's asking a question from now until eternity.
So
I have put faces on these dolls and it creeps me the hell out. So I just was like, nah, faceless. Cool. Nobody should have any issues with that. They're faceless dolls. So I had these Yuri on Ice dolls out maybe for about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer. And my email, I'm at work chilling, I'm at desk, scrolling through my phone. I get an email. I look at it and it says, you've got a DMCA notice. And I'm like, the hell? So I open it and I read it. And I read it again. And I read it a third time. And then I kind of look at my phone like, what the hell? Then I quickly log on to Etsy like, what's going on? So I go, oh, he's for sale, by the way. Yeah, want to make him for sale. He's for sale.
Like on YouTube, it gets a copyright strike.
So I go on to Etsy and they've won. They've removed the listing, and then they tell me that someone filed a complaint about one of my items, saying that it was infringing on their rights.
Oh my god!
And they sent me this wonderful little notice that pretty much said that we own the rights to Yuri on Ice. Your work infringes on our right to distribute in the U.S. Some bullshit. Long story short, they have my listing pulled because my fucking dolls were so awesome that they felt threatened enough to take faceless dolls as copyright infringement. I'm sitting here like,
It's just.
What?
I
think
kidding me.
Because I mean, they're
You know what?
happened to them.
Huh?
I'm saying like the people who do the art for you, and I went to Anime in New York City, and they don't get in trouble for that. They're legit taking the subject matter and making art and selling it.
Facts. I wish I had a little paper that said facts. So, okay, I'm livid. I'm mad. I'm sitting here like, are you fucking kidding me? Then I'm like, wait a minute. No, Naja, this is a good opportunity. This big ass anime company felt so threatened by my little hand. We had to pull them. You know what that means? You did something right. At this point, I'm like,
and then
the quality of my dolls were so great that they felt threatened enough to pull me? Bruh, buy my shit. It's so great. Funimation is there. Like, yeah.
I mean, like, you even sold some dolls that same day.
Yeah, I sold like 3 dolls that day. One of which was the Victor doll. So I was like, yeah, bitches, I sold the doll anyway.
That's ridiculous.
Oh god, that's the most hilarious thing I've heard recently.
Tails here. I've got the little coat's got the little coat tail thing there. Yeah, beautiful.
I mean, you sold it to quite a few people that we know, haven't you?
Yeah. People
no, Aaron would want a Futabird version from Persona 5.
God, I so would. That'd be awesome shit. I'd buy that. Futabird.
I always take custom orders. Now, if it's something I can't do, I'll let you know up front. No.
And I don't blame you because probably some people like, you make this character. It's like it's got like 20 pieces of armor and like all this stuff. Yeah. I don't
like, can you do a dragon? I was like, no. That's not happening. They're like, you didn't even like give it a chance. I was like, no. I know my skill set. I know a dragon is beyond my skills. I'm not going to say yes and take 3 years to make it, and you get mad at me for not making it.
All right. I have people complaining about
it. Do it. But yeah, that's my Funimation story. Screw y'all, brah. I still sold the damn doll. Now what? Hair flip.
Love it.
I was ready. Oh. Still mad about that. Thank you for reminding me, Leah. I'm still mad about that. I'm
right. I thought at least you have to tell the story because I remember I had such a shit day at work that day, and then I was like reading this through Twitter, and I was just made me laugh. I was like, yeah.
And people were like, "Oh, are you gonna stop making dolls now?" I was like, "Why the hell would I stop now? This just to make more. I'm gonna make an army of Yuris and Victors now just to be spiteful."
Oh god!
I'm sitting like, do they think I'm like making 10 dolls a day? Like, bruh, it's only me and my 2 hands. I can do so much. I can make another Victor and Yuri. I'm not making another one because I don't want to. This is a test. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and I did. I'm making another.
I think I've had enough of like I think I've gotten to the point of hearing enough about Yuri on Ice. Fair enough. If we like get a season 2, but for now, like I'm just kind of had a moment.
Does anyone remember when it won every award at like on Crunchyroll. Every award last year was Yuri on Ice. And I'm like, listen, I saw Yuri on Ice, okay? I'm a straight male that saw Yuri on Ice. I didn't think it was bad. I gave it a high rating. It wasn't a good show. I see why people loved it. Team Dogen, there's no way in hell that it won every freaking award because it's not better than the other stuff that was airing that year. Okay, sorry.
You know why Yuri on Ice won everything?
Crunchyroll is like
BL, boys love. You got two hot guys in a relationship.
Yeah, I could do without that part.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that kiss scene, I literally flipped my shit. Almost broke my laptop. Fell out of my damn chair. Like I was in my chair leaning back. I was chilling, and I saw the kiss. I was like, "Holy shit! Yo, did you just see that?
No. My ex reacted the same way. I remember that. I was like, she freaking jumped in. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I'm like,
yeah.
Here I am, just like, oh, they kissed. Okay. She was like flying off the wall. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then I realized, oh, that's because that's
about right. I was legit like, replay faster. Go. And then proposed to him in front of that big ass chapel. I was like, I want to do that for me. Propose to me in Spain in front of some big ass old church. Yes, please.
That episode aired. I wonder how many people went like, you know what? Whoa, this works, and like took their fiancés and just went to Spain and went, hey, listen, I found the church. Okay, we're going there. Why? Oh, don't worry about it. They started proposing. Like there's like 5 other people there at the same time. Oh, you saw that you're in episode, didn't you? Oh, okay.
With secrets. No, and then the pole dancing episode, that's when I was done. I was like, yes, this is every yaoi fangirl's fantasy right here. You got a kiss, you got a damn proposal, you got a fucking pole dancing routine. How much better could this get? Full skate. I was like, we've ascended. Thank you, God, for Yuri on Ice. This is what I needed in my life. Every Wednesday, like clockwork, I would make time. I made sure I was off work on Wednesdays so I could watch Yuri on Ice when it aired.
I believe it. Because I know a lot of people that were like, missing things for it. I know people that missed school. Seriously, this one girl I knew, she missed school for it. I know it was another one, I think it was like the last episode. And I'm like, listen, I wouldn't miss anything like work or school or anything like that for episode. Okay, listen, I mean, I get it, but come on. Holy crap.
No, I mean, okay, I did all of that, and when I finished it, I was like, okay, I'm done. I put it on a shelf, and I was done with Yuri on Ice. But people kept talking about it. I was like, why are y'all still talking about this? It's over. It's done. Let's talk
Months
about
later. Months later. Hey, Yuri on Ice. Yuri on Ice. I was like, what?
And that's where I was. I was like, okay, we're done though. Like it's finished. I'm all hyped out. There's nothing else.
No, not the internet.
Season 2, and I was like, they were like season 2. I was like, fuck. Damn it.
The internet still loves Yuri on Ice. You can still see people tweet about it even today.
Oh, they'll just, I swear to God, when we get that season 2, they'll just, the whole friggin' Annie Twitter will just blow up. Oh my God. Amelia, who's in chat now, she's like, I'm planning to watch Yuri on Ice. Like, it's one of my priorities for 2018. Yes, make it priority. Well, I know I say that. I know I'm kind of like overhearing about it at the moment. As I'm not saying I don't like it. I did like it. I'm just like, yeah, I kind of had enough hearing about it. But you'll like it. You'd probably be devoured by it, but don't be too devoured. You won't be able to get yourself out. Trust me. It's like Haikyuu hell, isn't it, Naja? You just
okay. So story time. Since you brought up Haikyuu for the fourth time, and I haven't said anything. Story time.
This is a bit where Aaron's like, right, I'm just gonna take a back seat here.
Time to play my Switch. Ah, cool. Here's my Switch.
Haikyuu was not my first sports anime. Prince of Tennis was.
Oh, hey, did you know that actually
Yes.
there was some news about Prince of Tennis? I
Yes.
retweeted it. What was it? Forgot again. Was it? I swear
What's
they
what?
announced it. There was some new
Yeah,
news
they're doing
about
a new OVA. It's like a new segment of the story. I'm done with Prince of Tennis. I'm not even gonna go back to that shit. We're not gonna talk about it. But because they keep reviving it, they keep making stuff. I'm done. I've been Prince of Tennis out. But my first sports anime was Prince of Tennis, and I watched it on Cartoon Network around the same time they were showing Mar and Zatch Bell. What the fuck was that? Boba Bell, but I didn't watch that shit. I hate it. But I started watching it then, and I didn't know anything about tennis. Actually, I'm terrible at it. And I couldn't look away. I don't know what it was. It was something addictive about that show. I guess it was watching them own everybody in existence was probably what it was, because they never really lost. They just were badasses and they just kept beating the shit out of everybody. It was wonderful.
Like the protagonist of it, I've seen a few episodes of it, long time ago.
God level. He's 12 years old and he's just super tennis genius. He's a prodigy. He surpassed his dad, he surpassed his brother, he's better than all the third years. He's just better than everybody. And he knows it. He's a cocky little shit about it too. He's not even humble. He's I'm the best around, bitches. His little catchphrase is, you should have did better, or you could have done better. I was like, you're a little shit. Go ahead. But so that was my first experience with sports anime. And then I didn't think about it ever again. And then last year, Kat, one of our blogging buddies, Kat, was watching Haikyuu. And she's like, oh, it's the greatest show of all time. You should definitely watch it. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It's to the pile. And it kept suggesting it.
By the way, speaking of Kat, she can't make it because, she's moving at the moment. So I promised that we would give her
in her honor. But she kept talking about it. And she kept telling me to watch it. And I got to the point where I was just so frustrated. I was like, fine, I'll fucking watch Haikyuu. Stop talking to me about it. Literally, I was like, watch one episode and just tell her I watched it and not watch anymore. So I watched one episode.
No.
And then I was watching 2 episodes. I had to go to work. Then I had to go to work. And she's like, so did you watch it? I was like, yeah, it's fucking awesome. What is this shit? I was like, I'm at work right now. When I get off, I'm going to watch some more. It took me about 2 weeks to watch the first season. And she's like, well, the second season's out. I was like, what? The second season in 2 days. It took me 2 or 3 days to watch it. I literally watched it over a weekend, and that was it. And it was before season 3 had come out. So I watched it all.
Hang on, hold on. I forget when season 3 came out. Was it last year?
Season 3
I'm sure it was.
A couple of months before season 3 aired.
Yeah.
So
oh no.
I still had that window, and she was still salty because she had this long ass wait between seasons, and I was just like, hey, it's a month away. I came out on top. So I watched it all. I told her, I was like, what the hell? I was like, why didn't you push me harder to watch this? This is fucking awesome. This is the best thing I've ever seen. I don't even like volleyball. I don't know what the hell volleyball is. This is awesome. Rewatched the whole series again. Then we did a couple of collaboration posts about our favorite moments. And then season 3 rolled around. And season 3 was everything I had been waiting for. The first season is getting the team together. Season 2 was getting them in their groove, and season 3 was just being badasses.
We're still waiting for season 4 though. Need season 4.
I'm still salty about that. Free got a season. I know, I'm salty. He wasn't getting a season 4. What?
I know, it's Boku no Hero's getting season 3, and it's okay, what about Haikyuu?
I'm not mad about it. My Hero Academia getting another season, that's A-okay in my book. Cool. But free?
You know how much I love that it's getting a season 3? I'm sorry.
Free. You know what? I tried to like Free. I even finished the first season because I was like, I already started this shit.
You're writing about it right now. That's even more hilarious.
I like Free.
Flash.
You would think I would because I like BL and I like shipping and I like all the wonderfulness, but I don't like Free. And you know why I don't like Free? Because it takes you to the edge and it doesn't go far enough. Where Yuri on Ice is like, yeah, they're in a relationship. Free is just like longing gazes, freaking confessions on a bridge with fireworks in the background. You know, I want to swim with you for the rest of my life. And when does anybody acknowledge this? Does anybody even say anything about this intense male on male feel fest going on? No. Oh, they're just really good friends.
You need to watch Free Their Bridge. Watch Free Their Bridge. It makes Free 10 times better. I kid you not.
I love 50% off. It's hilarious.
It made watching Free possible to me because that was one series I really want to watch. And then I was watching it. I could never get half those characters out of my mind because his versions were so much. All I can think of is
when you go my man.
That's all I kept saying from that show was all he's a gangster walking around and saying, "I'm real high right now. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. How you doing, Nagus?"
No. That was so good. I was like,
you might get another tender, beautiful scene in season 3. You never know. It would be between Nagisa and Ray. I mean, they're kind of a good pairing.
They are. But you know what? They ruined a good confession. They ruined a perfectly good confession scene in episode 9. And you know, I don't remember that shit to the day I die. They're at that festival or whatever it is in their town.
Yeah.
And they're trying to keep Haru away from Ren because he's just running around being a jerk. So Makoto takes him to this bridge and they're like talking.
I love Ren.
What? No, here's the thing. Makoto takes him to the bridge and they're talking. And he's like, you know, bruh, you know, I really care about you. I think we should swim together again. Like, you know, this is going to be awesome. You know, we could be besties again. And it's like this beautiful scene. And they're gazing into each other's eyes. And it's dark out. And then the fireworks start shooting out in the background. And you're just like, oh my God, they're going to kiss. Like, there's this pause, this silence. And they lean in. And you're like, oh my God, they're going to kiss. They're going to go full. They're going to go all the way through with this. Yes. Yes.
God, they didn't. I mean, what?
They didn't. They didn't. They didn't even do anything. Nagisa and freaking Ray come out of the woodworks and they interrupt the confession. I was like, you cock blocked my man. You're cock blocked my man. You were ready.
Because I'm not into BL and like, yeah, I'm glad nothing happened. I'll keep it there.
I checked out at that point. I was like, y'all keep doing this to me. Y'all keep doing this to me. And then the way Makoto looks at Haru, he looks at him like the sun just rose and set on his butt. Like he looks at him like he's the end all for anything in the world. Like these teases. And I'm like, nobody else is seeing this? How I look at the piece of cake, man. Like that's how I look at Super Team K every time he shows up on the screen.
That's why I love the Abridgers because they used to always mess with that factor. It's like, you know, he would see him and he'd be like, "I'm gonna break into your house now. I'm gonna break into your house." He goes like, "Oh, I'm gonna open the door. It's open. You don't have to break it. I'm gonna break in." And he breaks it. He's like, "Hey man, your door was broken in again." And he goes, "You broke the door." No, I didn't want to see you. I didn't want to see you. I'm like, oh my God. I can see it.
In the first episode when he gets out of the tub and Makoto's just looking at him and he's like, "Oh, you're wearing your swim shorts." I was like, yes.
I love that. Man.
He's like, oh.
And it keeps the stranger like, "How you doing?" He goes, "We know how you feel about him. What are you talking about? We're just friends." "Yeah, huh, sure you are." Anyways, he's probably home or something. You know that.
Anyway, no, that is the entire. If y'all haven't seen it, 50% off is hilarious, and it's got a funny name because you know it's almost free, so it's 50% off.
Yeah.
Like that's clever.
I felt so bad for them. Like I felt bad that he was constantly berated by YouTube. Like they kept taking the thing. It's like, come on, there's so many millions of freaking viewers out there, and here you are losing your thing every second you put it up.
Yes. It's because it was good. That's why they were threatened.
Yeah, they were threatened. And like, oh, they take it down. Yeah.
Yes, it was too good.
You made a good one for bridge too. The Yuri bridge. That was funny as hell too.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. And they couldn't do it because they got hit with copyright business.
Yeah, too many times they said they were not doing it.
It's Victor. Guys want to date him, and girls want him, and guys want him too. I kind of want him too.
Yeah. And he's like, "Whoa, are you serious, man? Is this really happening?" And he's like, "Look at those lips of his. They're just so full." It's like, okay, we talk about the skaters. No, let me finish. So yeah, his lips are, wow, he just has dreamboat eye. I was cracking up. And when he lost to the raccoon, he's like, "I lost to the raccoon again." No, I'll get his autograph, Mom. I promise. I'm not crying in the bathroom, Mom.
Not crying in the bathroom. Yes, I was like, dude, yes, you are. And then Yurio comes in, and he's just like, he's got this accent. I'm just like, yes, this is everything I did. They should have finished this. Why did y'all have to hit them with this copyright business? Nah, they were good. They were just doing them.
And it's not like there's, first off, he's doing it for free. Like, it's not getting paid for it because he turned the monetization off on those. Second off, look at Team 4-Star. They're another one that get slammed with those copyrights. And I'm like, there's no point to it. There's no loss to it. What is her? You're actually helping promote that series by having that. Because people watch that series go, where's this from? Oh.
This is good. Let me watch this again.
I know some people in the comments, if you go to 50% off ones, there are people that legit said they found free because of 50% off. So it's like,
I actually saw it first. I saw the abridged series first, and then I watched free. And I was like, damn, they actually stuck with the plot. Like, this is the same thing. I mean, they made it funnier, but I was watching free the whole time.
I wasn't going to watch free at all. And I remember my ex at the time, who was like a huge fan of free, was like, "You're going to watch it, and I'm going to make you watch it." I'm like, and I had to watch it. And she goes, "Listen, I'll spare you by giving you 50% off." I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Just watch this." And I watched the first like 2 episodes of free. And then I had to watch the abridged stuff. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I can now deal with free. Holy crap."
Yeah,
that's why part of me thinks I can deal with the second season, because I'm like, there's no 50% off anymore. There's no 50%. I can't like let myself unwind. I can't.
Oh man, I wanted to see what happened. I wanted to see what happened next. Because I was like, I don't even want to watch free anymore. I just want this. I like the Gisa. I like Ray being like serial killer / whatever he was. He was over there plotting like murder. He was like,
usurper. He's like, oh, the multiple horrors in his mind. By the way, I love that. That's like one of my favorite things with horror. It's like horror. What happened to all the horror that was inside my mind? I killed him. Don't worry about it. Now I'm the real Haru. It's like, no, you're not. I'm the Haru.
No, we can't read.
You killed the one that can't read.
She pulled the reading regimen, and she's like, "You can't read this, can you?" He's like, "Yes, I can."
You killed the Haru that can read. I love that so much.
No, my favorite Sagisa line is, he's like, you gonna go touch that? He's like, nah, homeboy looks like Shark Week. I ain't touching that. I was like,
oh, yeah,
I can just watch Sagisa all day on loop.
I ain't going back to jail again.
Yes. He's like, no, that was in prison. That was holding. Big difference. I was like,
oh man, I miss it. I think legit after this stream, I'm gonna watch 50% off.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen now. Samurai Flamingo is 50% off. Those are my objectives.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting to watch those two.
Lena, we will make you watch 50% off if you haven't already. You have to.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched it? Oh my God, that has to change. That legit has to change. Someone needs to sit you down.
I'm sorry, I disappeared for a second. I just had to deal with something.
We were still like talking about Nagisa and his evil ways and 50% off.
And the tattoos he's got, like.
I got this one from this dude, and
Nagisa's like this little Shota dude, and they make him into this hard ass. It's like, at first you're like, this don't make no damn sense, but then you watch, it's like, true.
You can see it. You can see it. Like you can see he's hiding himself. He's like, yeah, he might be acting like he showed up again, but he's not. He's actually legit. He's legit like a little gangster inside.
Oh, he was. Yeah. But to hear his voice in the show compared to what I saw in 50% off, yes, I fucking love SAO Bridge. I'm sorry, I just saw this thing in the chat.
Oh
It's
yeah, SAO Bridge
hilarious.
is great. You know, and
Yeah.
I give them credit because legit they make some of the funniest shit, like some of the darker stuff of the first season into some of the funniest shit around.
Hilarious.
Oh.
I still remember the bit about the coat where he just got the coat and Asuna's like, bruh, I didn't have to work and get half the coat. He's like, bruh, he's just like, dude, it's a bunch of ones and zeros. I can't just give you the coat. That's not how it works. He's like, you know what? He's like, I got you. He's like, I got you. How about you open up the menu? And she's like, you dirty man. She just looked at him like, ooh, like that's what I thought. And he walks away. That is how Kirito should have been in the anime. He should have been a little selfish little shit. Like he knows he's a badass and he acts like it. That's how he should have been in the anime. But no, he's Mr. Oh, I'm gonna be friends with everybody. Nah.
I love how they made Asuna though. Asuna in SAO Bridge was perfect because I almost in my mind could see that, especially when she talked to Elizabeth and like was like, no, we're like they're hugging. That's my man. Kirito's my man. If you touch him, we're gonna pretend like we're holding each other for a little bit. But after this, you're gonna just walk away and we're gonna be laughing about jokes, okay? But you can't touch him ever again, okay? And it's like, oh, I'm so glad you came back. She's crying and stuff. Wait, where are you going? Oh no, Elizabeth.
No, go away. My brother got me watching it. I was dying. I was like, I didn't even watch SAO at the time. But I'm like, this is actually cool. So I was like, I'm gonna watch SAO. And I was like, first season, I got you.
Yeah.
When they started bringing up that cousin business, I was like, I'm done. I've seen enough. You've your usefulness.
SAO kind of to like takes a nosedive to me. Like it's not horrible, but it gets meh.
I can do it. I've seen enough anime with cousins doing cousin things, not cousin things, I should say. And when they got to that point, I was just like, I can't do it. I've reached my quota. I'm sorry that all these other animes stepped out my bag of fucks for cousin love, but not today. I think this ugly yet beautiful world tapped me out with the cousin business.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This would be a beautiful
That
word.
legit tapped me out with the cousin business. And don't get me started on that one about the sister thing. My little sister is so cute or whatever it is. I was like, bruh. And the thing that made me mad about that, and the only thing that really made me mad about that is another one. It's another one that it went to the edge, and then because they got a lot of flack from the company, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make this, we're gonna break them up." Nah, bruh.
No, they ruined that. Like, I actually was legit kind of. I was legit happy when they got married. Like, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cute. It's cute." And then,
me too. They were like, "Nah."
Okay, now we gotta take them off because we can't be together. What the hell was the purpose of that thing? Why'd you get what? What the?
It was like you sold me on an incest anime. You sold me on an incest story, and you tell me it's not gonna happen.
Oh my god. They should. Oh, that's smart. They should make a Nisekoi Bridge. I'd watch that. Oh my god, I would totally watch that. They would make it better than the series would. I'm sorry, I dislike Nisekoi a lot. People, once you know it's me about like long enough, I dislike Nisekoi fiercely.
I'm gonna Google this. Don't judge me.
That's okay. Nisekoi the manga is not too bad, but the anime pisses me off, and then just the fact of how stupid that is. It's a harem. It's just.
Oh, it's a harem. Well, there we go. That's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
See? Exactly. We answered that question. I was like, "What is this?" There we go.
Yeah, Aaron just did a podcast talking about harems.
Yeah, legit. That's what we just talked about it. People brought it up. I'm like, nah, Nisekoi sucks. I don't care what anyone says. Nisekoi legit sucks. They don't even choose the best girl. The best girl's not chosen. It dances around with these like 20 different girls that like them. Then they like other people at one point. And then you have, I don't want to choose you because you don't have the key to my locket that I'm looking for. Like, what the hell does that mean?
See, that's my issue with harem right there in a nutshell. Otome games, except in Otome games, I can literally date all of them if I want. In harem, they either pick one and it's not the one I like, or they pick none and it's just been a waste of the entire.
Everyone's just friends again. Still friendship. Yay, friendship! I love friendship.
I want friendship. One.
Yeah, but come on,
Was it? I saw
it's so true because I hate
Bravo or
that shit.
whatever it
Like,
was.
yeah, Girls Bravo depending. Yeah. That's why I like more mature harems. Like I like Fruta Grisaya. Fruta Grisaya, that's a legit harem, and it ends as a harem. I'm like, oh, there you go. It actually did something that a harem doesn't do very often. Holy crap!
Everybody's happy. No, you pick the right one. You don't pick the wrong one. And the right one is whichever one I happen to like at this point. Which also, full circle, why I don't like love triangles. I will purposefully spoil love triangles because I have been burned before.
No, I don't blame you for that.
Fruits baskets. The reason I hate fruits baskets, and yeah, I hate fruits baskets. Hate it with a passion. You know why? Because she picked the wrong boy. She picked the wrong damn boy.
Nah, disagree. Yuki's boring.
I don't care what she's gonna pick the cat because it was destiny and it was set up from the beginning. Bullshit. She picked the wrong boy, and y'all wanted me to be happy with my consolation prize. No.
No, Yuki's too girly. Like, no, I can't see them together. I'm sorry. This is why we disagree.
13 volumes of the original Fruits Basket. And when my friend spoiled it for me, I stopped. And then I sold them. I should have kept them because it would have been worth a lot of money right now, original price and all. But I was livid. Same thing happened with Vampire Night. That pissed me off.
Oh, I never actually watched all of Vampire Night. I've seen some of it, but I remember I don't like too much of it. It was okay to me. Okay.
It's good for the first.
Nah, you save yourself a lot of grief. Trust me.
First 5 volumes, and then just shit.
It's been so friggin' long since I saw that. All I remember when it first came out was, as the usual, who's on Team Kaname? Who's on Team Zero?
I was on Team Kaname. Zero could go.
Yeah, I was on Team Kaname. I didn't feel the pity party for Zero.
No, Zero could have gone in his corner. I was like, I hate you. And then they ruined it. They gave me Kaname and they ruined it. I was like, what? No, I don't. What? Why are you gonna punish me?
You know one thing that would be scary, Naja. You know one thing would be scary. If you were so drunk right now and you were ranting about this right now.
No,
if I was drunk, this would have been a more belligerent rant.
I'd be definitely scared. I'm definitely like a tad little scary when I've had like a few.
Yeah, my rantings when I'm on anime, they're hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could have had this at night and I had a few drinks and stuff, but I would love to have preferred to have done that. But you know, not everyone's awake when it's my evening. Yeah. So
people are like, hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry, what? I'm watching this somewhere.
Somewhere. That's all I got to say. No, I think I've watched.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that reminds me of like Kiss Him Not Me. You guys see that? Kiss Him Not Me. Kiss Him Not Me. I liked a lot up till the ending because the ending it was one of those. It's a reverse harem, and I actually I'm not really a huge fan of reverse harem, even though I've seen a lot of reverse harems. And I know people give me crap for it. It's like, oh, you're a dude.
What's it about?
It's Kiss Him Not Me. It's about a girl who was really heavyset at one point.
Oh wait, this one. I know what you're talking about. Never mind. She was like really fat, and then she lost her favorite character.
Which I know some people hated that for the fact it's like, oh look, why couldn't she stay heavyset, etc. But I hated that at one point. No, but at one point they legit had it where it's like the dude confessed to you essentially. It said, I like you. And you know what she does? She's like, I'll give you guys, I'll tell you the answer tomorrow. I like anime boys. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh, okay.
This is not the lesson we should be teaching.
Ooh, that hurt my soul.
Put me in that situation. I guarantee you I will pick one. I will find one. I'll be like, you, bruh. You've liked me all along.
She's a normal person. Not a normal person like her would then say, anime boys who aren't real and can't do it. I was like, listen, I get I get fangirling. That's
no.
fine, but
This is making me recollect.
No, there's an option between an anime boy and a real physical one. Real physical boy win every time. I mean, unless magic brings anime boy to life, but not gonna happen. So we're gonna go with every time, unless he's a complete jerk. But I got a harem of hot guys, and I say, anime boys, I want you to smack me. I don't care who it is. Someone.
that's
If I ever
why I legit hated the ending of that. Like, I love that show up to that point because I was like, wow, this is a breath of fresh air for a reverse harem, because I don't like reverse harems, even though I've seen several now in my life. It's like, oh, the only reverse harem I ever liked was Dance with Devils, and I love just really the music. I love the music in it,
I still need to
which is a shame. Like, I wish more people need to watch Dance with Devils. It's actually good, but then you have this, and I'm like, oh, what's up?
I said, I believe it's based on an Otome game.
Dance with Devils.
Licensed.
I think so, yeah. It never came out in America,
Sure
which surprised me because I know it did pretty well here too, which is interesting. But no, but
something happened with Diabolic Lovers. I mean, it's horrible.
I hate
but
Diabolic Lovers. I hate it. I'm sorry. I hate Eve. I think she's like the most annoying girl ever. Whatever.
She's like, the personal,
the comedy and it's
half the time. She's like probably the worst protagonist, female protagonist I know.
Otome heroine. She is the perfect Otome heroine. No personality. She doesn't make any decisions for herself. She bends to the whims of dudes. She's the perfect Otome heroine. And you know what makes me laugh the hardest? When they bite her, and it sounds like they're biting into an apple.
Well, that's why, and then they go with Eve. Like, that's why Adam and Eve get it. Like, that's they have so many things, and I'm like,
perfection.
I hate that stuff so much, man. Legit. I watched both seasons and I still hate it.
I like Shu and I like the Megane dude because he was upset with her from jump. He jerked her teeth. He was a jerk from day one. He wasn't lying about anything.
Called her bitch Chan. But legit, this guy called her bitch Chan. He called what was it? The cheap one.
Him. I hate Fedora. Fedora's a little jerk.
threw her into the water at one point. Like, almost let her drown, basically, like, crap.
They should have died. No, my favorite part is when dude is like, hey. My favorite part is when dude is like, hey, you can leave. I'm giving you an opening to leave. Just leave. You can go. It's up to her room to pack her bags. I'm like, no. Why are you packing your bags? Leave.
Run away.
Leave.
Just fucking run away.
And then dude shows up in our room like, oh, you're trying to escape? I'm like, you're an idiot. I'd have been out the door. You'd have had to drag me back in here.
Well, they legit do that to her, like, what, in other parts of the show? They drag her ass when she's, like, almost away. They're like, no, you come back with us. No, you can't leave.
They drag her back. They tie her down.
And she's okay with it. Like, I'm okay. It's cool. I'm not going to fight you. I don't want to fight you.
Oh, my God.
I hate her so much. Like, I think so. This day, she's probably my least favorite female protagonist in anything ever made. I'm thinking maybe the project was worse, but she might be the worst.
She's beautiful. That's all I got to say about that. It just makes me sad. But if I look at it as a comedy, it's gold. Now, if I actually look at it as a legitimate story, that's a problem. There's some fundamental issues. But if it's a comedy, and it's supposed to be a parody of, like what a romance should be and shouldn't be, best thing I've ever seen. Diabolic Lovers is the best comedy of all time.
The dudes that don't relationship. Do treat your girl with respect. Don't throw her into the pool and hope she dies. Do actually, take care of your girl. No, don't actually lock her up into a room and call her bitch Chan every 5 seconds. Those
drug her.
That's what you
call her bitch Chan. Drug her tea. How to win a girl in 10 steps. That's how you do it, right there.
That little Teddy
my God.
Killer. Who else? There was like. Oh my God.
Get your mommy's ashes with that bear. Burn the bear. Like, you sleep.
Doesn't it had poison inside the middle of that thing, right? I think it had like some
No, it had his mom's ashes.
Oh,
he kept his mom's ashes in the bear. I was like, what is this? It's like me. It's like me saying, yeah, my mother is always with me. always. What? No.
I couldn't remember that. I thought that was poison. I'm like, oh, it's poison. That's not like I'm trying to like physically phase out everything that I remember from Diabolic Lovers. I'm trying to like get rid of it from my mind. It's not going to happen.
You're just replacing it with other things. You're just replacing it. You're subconsciously making it better in your head.
No, because what you say actually makes it sound funny. I'm like, maybe I can rewatch it, seeing that it's just a comedy. But then I'm like, nah, I don't want to rewatch it at all because it's still with me rewatching it. Yeah.
You have to be drunk, inebriated.
You need
and you have to look at it.
You need views if you're gonna rewatch friggin' Diabolic Lovers. I mean, I've not seen the second season, and I'm planning to see the second season.
Oh,
yes, I have. Yes, I have. But I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have a best friend with me. I have to watch it. So.
No,
if you do, let me know.
I might be watching it like on Let's Rabbit. I wanted to like have a little Let's Rabbit kind of event where people can just join in and they can. I'm drinking and we're watching Diabolic Lovers. It'll be a great time.
Yeah. I'll bring 2 bottles of wine because I need 2 to get through it, or something.
Yeah, I wanted to do that while I was off work. Just do like a Let's Rabbit thing. Have a bit of a have a little bit of a marathon. Squeeze in some Boku no Hero. I'll have my cider or whatever drink I've got, and you'll see a tipsy leader.
Yeah, we need to do that because when did we stop? Like episode 4?
Yes. I'm like,
and I can't
I put it on for you because you're like, I really want to watch this with you, and I'm like, I know.
It's fucking awesome. It got better.
Oh God, we're going on another topic now.
I went into My Hero Academia expecting it to be shitty. I honestly wasn't going to watch it because everybody was talking about it. Everybody was like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing.
Everything to be like shitty. It seems that you have this. That's the premise I'm getting from you. Whenever you start a series, it's like, this will be shit. It's like so much.
Mindset. If you think about it, you have to do. You go into it thinking this is garbage, and then you go watch it like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Whoa.
Go in with no expectations, and you'll never really be disappointed. Go in with no expectations. You'll never be disappointed. You'll just be pleasantly surprised that you were right. But I usually wait until the last minute to watch something. I think the only recent series I've actually made an effort to watch every week is it's Blood Blockade Battlefront. Like, yeah.
But you're reviewing
the most recent one. Even with My Hero Academia, I let it wait for a while.
Are we talking about Kekai Sensen?
Yes, Kekai Sensen is hilarious. Don't make that face. It's better. You know why I like it? Here's why I like it. I don't take it seriously. I can't take it seriously.
I could see that because I don't like really fit everything. But I remember the thing about it was I remember me and my friends watched it originally. Me and my podcast actually, we all watched the first I think 3 episodes of it, and everyone dropped it at first. At first, like legit, everyone dropped it. I kept going because I don't really drop it.
I can see that.
I drop it all the time.
I watched the whole thing, and I was like, this was so all over the place. I didn't know what the hell's going on half the time. And then the last like 3 episodes it has like real story to it, and it's not that great of a story at the end. I'm like,
first, Servant X Service is fucking awesome, but to answer you, we're gonna go back to Servant X Service, but so I went into Kekai Sensen. I was really like on the fence. I was like, man, this looks like shit. Whatever. I need money. I need an animator right about. Let's do this. So I watched the first season.
It's a good way of going into it.
And I was mind you, I've been having the shittiest year. 2017 has just been the most miserable year imaginable. I was watching this with this whole, I need something that makes me fucking laugh. Watched the first episode and I was on the floor. I was rolling because it was so fucking ridiculous. Like nothing made sense. And I was like, what is this? And I was like, let me watch this next episode. Maybe they'll explain something there. No, nothing got explained, but it was funnier because it was even worse. Like, it was even more confusion. And it just kept building and building and building until we finally got to the conclusion at the end. And I was like, where the hell did this plot come from? It reminded me of Fooly Cooley. It was like Fooly Cooley if they had had 12 episodes instead of 6.
That could see that. I love Fooly Cooley, but Fooly Cooley is also it stays like that the whole time, and it's like, oh, the very last minute they give you a plot, really, but it's always nonsense.
Yeah, that's the same thing they did with Kekai Sensen. But I liked the nonsense because I needed some nonsense in my life. I needed something that I didn't have to pay attention to, but I did pay attention to because it was fucking stupid. Like, I love Leo. He is like this. He's the shonen protagonist of shonen protagonists. He's good-natured. He's not very good at anything. He's not a good fighter. He's not exactly the smartest. He's got this badass power, and no one knows what the fuck it is. And he doesn't know what the fuck
he even knows what it is.
Yeah, I watched seasons of it. I'm almost done with season 2 because I've been watching every week, and I still don't fucking know what his eye powers do. I just know they fuck shit up.
It's not kidding. Like, if you ever see his eye powers, I don't even understand. Like, at times he's able to use them to go really far away, like see things far away. Other times he could like analysis everything, and I'm like, so what do you actually do with?
Or other times he like drive people crazy. Like, they don't even explain it. They never explain it. They just make it. They're just like, oh my god, he's got the all-seeing eyes of God. It's so fucking awesome. He must be protected. And I'm like, what the fuck is his power? I don't even know why we're protecting him. Whatever. And he gets his ass handed to him. Like, every time they go on a mission, he ends up in the hospital.
Gets caught, thrown around, beaten, thrown out of a plane at one point, or not plane, but like an airplane, or excuse me, a blimp. I'm sorry, blimp. Lands into the ground, gets hit by like a million things. I'm like, oh my god.
Yes, he's so dead. And then you've got Zap, who's just he's an asshole. Like, I can't even describe him as anything else. He's not even, there's no redeemable qualities about Zap. He's just an asshole. He's a ladies' man and an asshole. Everyone. Then you've got Chain. She's a badass werewolf that can go invisible. But we don't really see much of her in the first season. Second season, they give her like 2 full episodes to herself, and I'm like, yes. I can see what she is. Then we've got Klaus. He's like the strong, silent leader who's just kind of badass, but he's just kind of there. Then you've got Combat Butler dude who's literally falling apart, so they have to like keep him wrapped up like a mummy. Who else am I missing? Fish guy. Zed, the fish guy.
Yeah.
Damn,
you know,
oh my god, yeah. I'm ready for that last episode. It's about to be fucking epic. They're gonna explain everything. I swear to God, if they don't explain everything, I'm gonna cry.
But I love the actual like this ending song of the first season. I love this though. That shit is
the first season.
Yeah, the first season. I love.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not like that ending. I was like, what is this non-manga crap that threw into this anime-only ending? What the hell is this? Where's my hijinks? Why are you gonna give me a plot like this at the end?
No, I mean like the ending song. I'm saying like the ending song.
Yeah. Oh, with the dancing?
Yeah, with the dancing. They're all... by itself. No, but that song by itself is okay, and then you watch it with the actual thing, and it's like, oh man, I love that way. Like everything flows.
He's like Patty Cake with Klaus. I'm like, sitting there going. Okay, yeah, the ending was awesome. The second season, they actually do a lot more character stuff. Right. It's the focus for the first 10 episodes isn't on Leo. It's on everybody else. So every character from Libra gets their own character episode. And you actually get to meet them. I was like, that was one of the things I hated about the first season. They just threw all these random ass characters at us and didn't explain shit. It was like Leo's story. And they didn't explain anything. They didn't explain anything about Leo. They didn't explain anything about the characters. It was just, this is the shit that happens. Hilarity ensues. Enjoy. But with season 2, they actually take the time to explain some of the backstories of some of the characters. Like fucking KK. She has a family. She's got 2 sons and a husband. Like a whole house. She's got like a regular house, a home life. Then you've got Steve, and he's got all these, he's throwing these bachelor parties and shit. I'm like, all right, true. I see you. Like, they actually go into their stories. And I was like, all right, new respect for these people. Then we get to see Chain. Yo, She was throwing them back. She goes to a bar. She gets in a drinking contest with this dude, drinks this man under the table, and then she leaves him with the bill, and she's just like, fuck it. It's perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
yes, also, and then we meet his sister. For the first time, full anime, we meet his sister. Now, she comes in the last 2 episodes, of course, but she's actually really cool. Like,
I'm just
I
don't even have to watch this show now.
I was saying,
like, spoiled it for me.
I cannot spoil it for you yet. The last episode airs next week, and I swear to God, they have set it up so that they can explain everything. And if they don't explain anything, I'll be really mad, but I'll be okay too, because that's how this series is. It's a fucking troll from start to finish. I don't know what I expected, but they've literally set it up to explain everything. They just explained where his eye powers came from, what they're technically for, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my God. Is this exposition? Is this a plot? Holy shit! It only took me, 20-some-odd episodes to get real story. Bless you. So I'm really hoping. My favoriteest episode from Kekai Sensen, my favoriteest, is episode 6 of season 1 with the little mushroom dude. That was the most heartfelt story in the entire.
That was adorable. Yeah, I remember that.
I love. Yeah. He was like, you won't forget me. Well, he's like, no, of course not. And then he forgets him, and then they meet again, and they're just like, hey, I feel like I know you from somewhere. And you know they're going to be besties again. And you're just like, it's so heartfelt and beautiful. What the hell? It's like it was misplaced. Like it was in the wrong anime. Like all the other shit around it is mayhem and nonsense. And then you have this oasis of just beauty and grace. And you're like, this would have been perfect in a completely different anime. Where the hell did this come from? Why is this in Kekai Sensen? What? Oh, that episode. It gets me every time. And then Nev shows up again in season 2, and I'm just like, my boy! They're still besties! Yay! I was so happy. Yes! Oh, it was so perfect. Oh.
Yeah, you look like
someone mentioned Servant X Service. I believe. Servant X Service is awesome. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I fucking love that show.
Anything. I can't say anything about it because I've not seen it.
It's awesome. It's a comedy about these civil servants in the welfare department in this like small town in Japan, and like hilarity ensues. Like you've got Lucy, she's the main character, and she becomes a civil servant because she wants to track down the guy who approved her parents giving her this weird ass name. Like her name is like 20 different female girl names. It's like Lucy, Kimiko, something, and it's like she has 20 first names or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
It's just like, what kind of lazy so-and-so would let my parents name something so stupid? So she joins the civil service business shit or whatever. I'm not explaining it well. So she can find the guy. And then she meets her new coworkers. There's this guy, Hasibe. But he's really good at his job. He's like a 3rd generation civil servant, so he's really good at it. He knows what to do. He's like slacking the fuck off. Like first day, he's asking his boss like, "Where's the smoking areas? Is there a spot on the roof where I can like chill, jerk off for my duties?" And just like you just replaces the slack off. And he's like, "Yeah, I am. I am Miyoshi." She's like, she just graduated from college, and this is her first job, so she's really nervous because she doesn't know what the hell to do. She's never had a job before.
Right.
And she always gets stuck at the desk talking to all these visitors who are complaining about shit. So she gets stuck with this old lady who talks her ear off for like the entire day, and she never gets any work done. Then you've got this other chick. She's been there a while. She's secretly dating their boss. But yeah, sorry, I'm going to talk.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
But it's hilarious. It's short. It's based on a 4-com comic. It's not really anything serious. It's supposed to be a comedy. It's supposed to be silly. They throw in some facts about laws and whatnot and what paperwork to file when you go into when you go into a government office. But
me now because I'm a law person, so
funny as hell. And they even throw a little office romance in there too. It's kind of funny. Oh, also Lucy has like really big bazookas, like huge, so they're used for comedy.
Let me
Like-
go save this ad real fast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fun fact. Oh, Aaron's actually wrote an article about Opie's, everybody. She just
Yeah, I
go
did.
read it. Where he tries to, on the tender subject of big chess, he
Hey,
tries to,
Listen,
tread
I didn't make that article, okay? Listen, I didn't make that article. That was one of the chosen articles there, and I saw that. I'm like, I want that. So I took that article. Top 10 Opie's in video games. That was my article. I'm okay with it. It was
Hey.
good.
Sorry, I read that and it just made me laugh. Just of how you try and make it sounds like so good, but I'm like, this is just Why? Why does an article like that exist to me? Just like why? Like, honey, Andy, why put this content to your readers, to your viewers? What the hell?
Because Opie are good things.
Yeah, that was my little tangent rant.
No, but listen, I'll tell you right now, when I was writing that article, like legit, that scared the crap out of me because I was afraid half the time I was writing it that I was gonna be like, oh, am I gonna go too far and say something that's a little too sexual? Because I had to be so careful with that. No, but I really like legit was afraid of that. And then I remember my editor looking at it. She's like, no, that's fine. You did the perfect. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I think there was like several times that I had to catch myself and say, man, yes, a big, wait, hold on, I can't write it that way. I can't write it. Let me write it this way.
Teabag. Fluffy pillows.
You just make a find that.
Bazookas.
I think I did say bazookas one time. I might have not have, but I should have.
I would have had fun with it. I would have used every
I had
word
a lot of
for
fun. It was fun for me. Shit, I enjoyed it.
Gotta read this now. Now I gotta read this.
I'll actually link it in the
Ooh, we've got an example. We have Caliber. To say Taki has a large set of Opie would not just be doing her justice, to be honest. Even her first appearance in Soul Edge, the technical first title in the Taki was rocking a chest that could be used as weapons more than her own skill. What the hell? No matter how much you try and make this article sound good, it's just like no.
But listen.
You've scared away my viewers. I had 5 viewers, and now I've gone back to 3.
You
gave
There's quality entertainment here. All right.
They're fairly open, okay? Yeah, I'm reading this thing.
Let's wait for a female writer to just write about, top 10 maybe best junks in video games.
That don't work because there really isn't that. Oh,
Yo.
Yeah.
I would.
No, it's just like get down like
Any excuse. Every time.
I forgot already.
That one looks good. But no, yeah, give me an excuse to judge anime, be shonen. Yeah, give me any excuse. Heck, I don't need an excuse. I can listen to a couple right now. But
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bazungas. That's how you do it, man. Why not? I mean, if you can write an intellectual article about boobs, I say do it.
I told my girl no matter what article I make some way of making entertainment. I promised her with that. And legit, I've had to write some very interesting articles, and yeah, I did a good job with that. I think I did a good job with it.
So far, my articles have been pretty tame. I kind of slipped some BL ones in there, and so they're awesome.
I've had to write about I think a few whatchamacallit. I don't know. I had to write about a few reverse harems and a few other things. I was like, I don't think I'm the best when it comes to that because I really don't. I'm not in that mindset of like, oh man, I love this. You know, I'm like, I can respect it. I guess.
I'll say this. I feel the same way about reverse harems as I do about harems. Except, usually with a reverse harem, they pick somebody. They pick somebody and they make it apparent which one they're going to pick. So it's not like I'm over here like, oh, I don't know who she's going to pick. Wonder which one she's going to pick. And then at the end, I'm disappointed. You kind of get a feel maybe halfway through picking and you're like, okay, I can root for this guy. Boom.
Just be nice. Just be nice. They just pick one.
No, I'm just going to realize if you watch the anime, because I'm watching it currently.
I love that series.
No, I'm not spoiling. No, I'm not spoiling.
I am still playing the game, and it follows. No. The only reason I'm saying hey is because and the anime follows the main guy's route.
Oh,
and he's the last guy who can play in the game. You can't play his route until you play everybody else's.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So
I played a little bit of the game. A little bit.
I keep sitting on it. I have it somewhere. Actually, it's right next to me. But I don't think my Vita is charged though. But
I really kind of regret playing Amnesia, especially since I was around a weird guy that's basically a super yandere who kidnaps the girl and puts her in a cage. Which I'm like, what?
What? Wait. Are you talking about Amnesia?
Yeah.
Toma, that shit was unreal. I'm sorry.
I played 2 routes.
I was like, what the? No.
Someone else. I forget who the second one was though.
So the reason I'm upset about that route in particular in Amnesia, and I will spoil the hell out of it. He's a yandere character, and he locks her in a fucking cage like a dog. No, he legit gets a dog cage. He doesn't even get like a real person cage. He gets a dog cage, and he makes a habit of saying it's a dog cage. He's special ordered for her, and he puts her in this cage, and he's like feeding her, and he's washing her, and he dresses her up in pretty clothes. But what really kills me in the game is her little spirit animal Orion. He victim blames this girl. He victim blames her. This is after like the 4th time that Toma has drugged her breakfast because she can't remember days. So this dude has been drugging her for like a week. So he drugs her and puts her in a cage. And Orion, she's like over there, oh shit, what am I gonna do? And Orion is just like, what did you do? He was so nice before. What did you do to make him like this? I was like, what the hell did you just say to me? Excuse me? What did I do? He drugged my food. What the hell are you?
I'm not worthy of holding on to the princess. I can't hold on to the princess. No. That's why like he wants to kill her.
Yes. Oh my god. He kills her in one ending. Another one she turns into a damn doll. And another one, I think he rapes her. I'm not 100% sure, but it's real.
They don't say it like outright, but they allude to it before. Yeah, I'm like, I was like, nah,
and the good end gets through to him, and she's like, I love you too, and he's like, I've always loved you. We'll be together forever. I'm like, wait, no. Counseling. We're not gonna be together until you go see a therapist for a bit, because bro, you put me in a cage.
It's true, like legit. Who would want? Oh my god!
Where what's his name? Shin. Her other childhood friend Shin saves her.
Yeah.
From fucking weird ass Toma, and he just disappears. And at the end, you're thinking, oh, okay, she's good. She's never gonna think about this traumatic moment again. But there's a line where she's just like, I wonder how Toma's doing. And I'm like, no, what the hell? No. I hope he's getting help. I don't wonder where he is. I hope he never comes back. I should even be walking alone right now. Like, Shin, bruh, come here. Be with me always.
That's the Stockholm syndrome. I legit think I think that's like what they allude to, that she gets Stockholm syndrome at that part.
Oh.
That she escapes, but
oh my god, it hurt. Oh my god, that hurt my soul. But my favorite route was Ken, because he was normal as hell. He's normal as hell. He's
Well,
sweet. He doesn't do any weird.
Is he the?
He's the glasses dude. Like with 500 belts.
Yeah, the green
Huh?
one.
From the cafe, right?
Yeah, he's the one with like 10,000 belts on
that's
his jacket. Looks like he walks out of a BDSM like magazine or some shit. He is honestly the sweetest one. He actually cherishes her. He's sweet. I mean, he's a bit of a dick, but that's because he doesn't know how to be real. He doesn't know how to be a human being because he's all about science and math and shit. But he treats her well. And then my second favorite is Ukyo, the secret character. Because literally,
that guy's weird.
The thing is, there are 6 bad ends. 6 bad ends. And guess who got all 6 in a row?
You?
Me. I died 6 different ways in that route. And they're ridiculous. Like, she's walking down the street in one, and an overpass falls on her.
Yeah. Fucked up.
Yeah. That's the quality killing they have in that route. I was like I was literally playing. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Well, I remember this one. You can get one of his endings early on, and it's when you first meet him, and he's like, "Oh, I just want you to come over here with me. I'll save you." And you go with the dude, and he kills you. And I'm like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "What happened? What happened? Where was the other route? What dead end is this shit?" Oh.
He pushes her off a roof. He pushes her down a well. He stabs her. He murders her in a building. Gets crushed by an overpass. She gets hit by a car.
Oh man, Toby!
There are too many deaths in that game. She legit dies multiple times. It's wonderful. It's actually wonderful.
But I do hate Orion though. I'm sorry to say, like as helpful as he is at times, or she or whatever that's supposed to be. I legit agree with you because there are times where he makes you feel bad for shit, and I'm like, well, listen, dude, I'm the one right now dealing with all this crap. What are you doing? You're just inside of me going. Oh.
That's the thing. You don't have a memory. You're lost. You're confused. He's supposed to be helping you out. In the anime, they didn't do it. Like they didn't do it as well as they should have in the game.
Right.
The heroine has no personality whatsoever, but Orion kind of fills in that gap. He's the voice of reason. He talks. He does everything you need to do. He's like the voice of reason. He's got some thoughts that I have most days. Like when she does something stupid, I'm like, how would you do that? And he says it. I'm like, yeah, thank you. But in the anime, they just kind of made him. He was just there. He wasn't her voice. He wasn't her conscience. He wasn't her thing. He was just there. He was extra. And he was annoying as shit. But in the game, it made it a little bit better because she was a blank fucking slate. She was useless. Half the time I was like, Orion is dating these guys.
Diabolic Lovers protagonist. She essentially is that. She's Diabolic Lovers protagonist, but not as dumb still, which is crazy. I don't know how that's possible. You gave a girl amnesia and messed her up, and yet she's still not as bad as Diabolic Lovers. I don't understand that. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
I just shake my head sometimes. These protagonists. There's some good ones. There's some good Otome game heroines, but was not one of them. And Diabolic Lovers is most definitely not a good one because if I had been in that exact same situation, I would have told them to go F themselves and they would have just killed me because that would have been the end of that.
Uta Pri is another one. I'm not a really big fan of that girl either. She's tolerable.
But not anything worth listening to.
No, because I've seen all of Uta Pri. God, I say these things that legit when I say them, I'm like, why have I watched all of Uta Pri?
I don't know. I don't know what your anime taste is. Freaking. I'm like, oh god. Maybe that's no, he's had people force him to watch these shows.
Legit. Oh, come on, you know the story with that. I legit had people go watch half the shows. Okay. Don't give me that crap. But then I had also the challenge where after I watched the first 3 Uta Pri, at that point I was free from it. I was like, I don't have to watch the next one. I don't have to do it. Lo and behold, I did it. And I'm like,
do it anyway. You shame yourself for doing it.
At that point, because you watch 3. It's like, for example, for me, it's like The Walking Dead. Okay, I don't like The Walking Dead anymore. I'm tired of The Walking Dead. I'm tired of like everything that happens in that show.
Thank you. I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone. I swear. Listen, this. The best quote from that guy who made the show is the guy said that who made the show says that people are saying why his viewership, excuse me, is going down, and he's like, why is my viewership going down? I don't understand, dude. It's because you have 8 seasons of the same shit over and over and over and over again. But at this point, I have to watch it because I'm like, I wasted years of my life watching this shit every season.
I gotta watch the ending.
And I have to now see what happens. So I'm stuck in that.
Yeah, all those character deaths.
This season, and then the current season, no one died in that, but they're like, oh, something tragic happens. Like, what happened? I don't see any tragic shit. I'm like, what happened? Nothing happened. It's oh god.
It's the apocalypse. The end of days.
I'm so tired of The Walking Dead. Like, I watched that show, and my dad watches it with me, and we're like, just let it end. Then sometimes at some point, there's like, oh, it's got okay. That was cool. That was a good idea, and then it goes right back down. I'm like, oh, okay. Yep. There goes that. There goes that.
You know what the turning point for me was when they killed off my boy, man. They killed off my boy, and I was like, y'all full of shit. Y'all are full of
I know. I realized. Oh, now I remember. There is the tragic ending at the next one. I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it, but I forgot there is a tragic per se death. It's not a death yet, but it's one of those he got bit, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well.
Oh, no.
I don't care about anyone that's anymore. I kind of hope all of them get bit at one point. I'm like, oh man, is she about to get bit? Oh, he didn't get bit.
I mean, technically, they're all infected anyway, so.
Yeah, they are.
Spoilers.
People forget about that. It's like you realize they're all infected. It's just all it takes is the bite to give them the fever. So this way they die.
Or death. Or just insta-kill.
Yeah, it's like
what happened with what's his face with Shane, like back in what was it, season 3? Yeah,
but it's good for him though. Me and my dad joke about that because Shane dying off let him be free from The Walking Dead. So he's like, I don't have to be stuck to this show anymore. And now he can go off the show.
Yeah, I think the death that I was the most geeked for is when they killed off Lori. I was like, finally.
No, but they legit booed her at Comic-Con. They actually, when she got on stage, they were like, boo! And I'm like, oh, she did her character good though.
No. I'm sorry, she was awful. She was horrible. Oh, like, you don't know. Why are you being like this? These are ways not to survive a zombie apocalypse. You don't bring these types of women with you, and you don't bring children. She was trying to legit get them all killed. Like, dumb decisions. Hey, I need you to run and get me some abortion pills. It's surrounded by walkers. I just really need these pills. They go get the pills, and she doesn't even take them. I was like, man, Glenn almost died for you. Glenn, don't go on no more runs for this girl. She crazy.
You know. No. And I'll be honest with you. Like I know people love Daryl. I know he's a character that was never in the graphic novels. People love him.
Not at all.
I like Daryl initially. I thought Daryl was a cool character when he was more edgelord. Now he's super edgelord, if that's even possible. To the point that he does stupid things that don't even make sense at this point. And it's just like the same thing all the time with him. He has these redemption arcs. I'm like, dude, listen, no human being goes through this many arcs in their life. Okay, you don't go constantly doing something stupid, then 2 seconds later go, oh, you know what, I'm sorry, I messed up. And then 2 seconds later go back to doing stupid. I'm like, dude, stop.
Daryl reached his peak in season 2. I was watching season 2 and I was like, damn, Daryl was fucking awesome.
He didn't give a shit. He was like, kill people because like I don't care.
He just did what he wanted, and he was awesome for it. And then they gave him a heart, and they made him part of the team. And I was like, no, that's not how this is supposed to be. I mean, yeah, it's great, but
they can't do this. Can't.
Glenn was the real MVP. Glenn was the real MVP of Walking Dead.
Rest in peace, Glenn.
That chair scene where he cracked that chair and got away from that walker, I was like, Glenn is gonna make it. My money's on Glenn.
Or my favorite part where they were stuck in that turn door, where like they were all in different parts of it. That was actually a good scene. I was like, oh, but
they gonna make it.
one of the seasons. Are you caught up with the show? Or are you like, how far behind are you? Or are you caught up?
I don't know how far behind I am. It doesn't matter at this point. Because see, here's my thing on spoilers. I take my sweet time watching stuff, so people will spoil stuff for me. But by the time I actually catch up, I've forgotten. So either way,
I won't spoil. I won't spoil one part. One part that he has them join him. Right, they're a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, Rick's like, we need your help with this. Come on, save us. We need your help with this. And he convinces them because it's like, oh, we'll share some of your stuff. Fine, whatever. They go through something and immediately like that turn on him and help out the other guy and start attacking him. Now, by logic, if that happens to you, okay, you would never touch those people ever again. You would never be like, I'll need their help again. No. You know what Rick does in this season? He goes right back to them and they kidnap him and lock him up. I'm like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you, man? And then as soon as they do finally help him again, he gets shot at by someone, and he's like, guys, I need you to cover me. They run. They just legit run. I'm like, well, that's your own damn fault, because you know what? These people already betrayed your ass once, and again, technically,
fool me once. Fool me once.
That's
an idiot.
Because no one's that stupid. I'm sorry. Legit, no one's that stupid. In real life, no one can be that stupid. I can't believe that. I don't want to believe it.
Rick is on another level. We don't know this. Rick makes me sad. The
first season was protagonists.
Because Rick that makes my soul hurt. Makes my whole soul hurt. Next topic. What are we supposed to be talking about? Haikyuu. Haikyuu.
Haikyuu. Go for it. Lita, you're supposed to fan.
Lita's sipping her juice. She just sips her water. I'm over here.
I was expecting this. Come on.
Sorry, my throat's just dry.
Haikyuu.
You haven't even got it in the background where you've got your Suki.
I'm on my bed today.
Oh, okay.
And my wall screen is on the other side of the world. I mean, I got my
other side of the world.
He's over there.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever watch The Walking Dead. I honestly don't have any interest in it, honestly.
Don't do it. Stay away from it. Don't watch it.
It's like stay away from it, even though you like your zombie shit, really.
It's actually kind of cool.
Zombies. Oh, look how cute they are.
I know, they're precious. No, I don't. My OTP is a work in progress right now. Some people.
Work in progress. There's no such thing as
some people
work in progress when it's one true
Yama, and I'm like,
and that's it.
Some people ship Tsukishima and Yamaguchi, and I'm like, they best.
No, he's too like shrew. Like he's like too shrew. Like he's too quiet. Like nah.
I don't care. They're best friends.
Watch one episode of it and like I don't watch it ever again.
But no, they're best friends. They're not supposed to be together. That's not how this works. They're better as friends. Now, my ship is Kurosuke, man. That, you got the older senpai, and you got the young Kuhai, and they train together one summer, and one thing leads to another. That I can stand behind. But best friends? Nah, bro. That's messy. Nana Cat!
Just, I'm gonna hold this up while you guys talk about Haikyuu. I'm just gonna hold this up the whole time, so this way it represents. This way it hides my face, and this way it hides my not interested in Haikyuu.
Oh my goodness!
I guess we just need a separate stream for Haikyuu.
No, you go. Listen,
Quickly.
you talk about all day. I'm just gonna have Banana there. That's all. He's good. He's good. Listen, that's okay. Banana, it's ready.
Your Haikyuu journey, Lita. Quickly, before we change it off to something else.
I've already talked about my. Well, I've sort of already talked about my Haikyuu journey in my latest video, so I'll probably rewatch it at some point, probably.
Okay. You promised me Haikyuu fangirling, and I got none.
I know. I'm disappointed. I was expecting this too. That's why. Listen, again, Banana is here. This is hard keeping this thing up. All right.
About your stupid banana. I really don't. I can't stand looking. I can't stand looking at it.
So adorable.
Look at it.
How can you not
I'll tell you.
precious?
Ugh. God, it is weakness.
Look at him.
Thing.
What are you talking about? Oh my God, it's okay, Banana. Don't worry. She didn't mean what she said.
Yeah, it's being cruel. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Be nice. Even Suki wouldn't say anything bad about Nyan Yan. He thinks it's adorable.
You know, I used to hate Suki at first. I still kind of hate him, but you know.
Me too. I'm with you there. He was a dick. He didn't deserve any love. In fact, my favorite character was Noya. He was my favorite character. Noya was my favorite character.
No.
And I like Asahi
Yeah.
too.
Noya's mine, because the moment I fell in love with him was when, you stopped holding up Banana. Oh dear. I think your arm was giving too way. And I can't it's my stick. Oh my God, it's my stick.
Oh, Banana.
No. When I fell in love with Noya, one of my favorite moments from Haikyuu is when
Rolling Thunder!
when they're up against Date Tech, and Asahi is like, as the ball is falling, I'm like, no!
Yes.
I was like, they're gonna lose, and then
Yes.
and then friggin' Noya, like, he's got some flexible legs. And then like you like it's like right out. Oh my God. Wait. Have you seen the gift for it? Have you seen the gift?
Yes.
Like it's, oh my God, I just love it. I think when I was writing a post for the 12 days of anime, I was like, I need that gift. So I kept staring at it for like 10 to 15 minutes, and like and then I ended up going on YouTube and rewatching the scene of it. I was like, I just love this so much. And I'm like, yeah, man, seriously. When he extended that leg, yeah. Oh God. At the moment, and then they're all like cheering, they're all happy, and
like, holy shit, did you just see that?
Oh,
like,
rolling thunder my ass. I'm like, yes, you know. So
Trailblazer Noya.
That was a great moment. Oh yes, and when like Tsukishima, you know, finally it's like, you know, like when he finally like gets the ball like over when they're up against what's the team?
When he blocked that ball, like
or something.
Did he just see that?
Yes! I was like, when he finally found his thing, he found his nation, like, it's so good. I think that's when I started liking Tsukishima, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I can get behind you.
It took me till season 2. I needed 2 seasons of him being a snarky butt munch. And then some backstory.
Yeah,
like one episode backstory was enough.
I didn't mind Kageyama. I guess at the beginning, I was just like, it's like you get a pole, and it's just. I think he had a pole shoved up his ass for probably like all the way up to like the middle of season 2. And like,
still has one.
I was like, yeah, it's still there, and I'm like, oh my God, Small Fry, you have so much to learn. Like,
oh my God, Kageyama. I felt bad for him when they explained how he went to set the ball for his teammates and no one went to get it. I was just like, damn, that is like the coldest of shoulders. And he felt genuinely bad because he'd been a dick, and rightfully so. They were just like, nah, man, we ain't touching that shit. We'd rather lose than spike one of your balls. I was like, damn, that's how you know. That's how you know they're willing to lose because you were.
Oh
such
my
a
god!
dick.
Wait. You know, one of the most annoying. I think one of the most annoying things was when what's his name in that? What's his name in that team? They went up. I think they lost. They lost to them. Karasuno lost to them. He's like the team. He's like the team leader. Was it Awayuki? Is it Awayuki? Is that how? Is that how you say his name?
The luscious locks.
Yeah. Oops. I said his name wrong in my anime video. I just realized that now.
You should have asked Kat. She'd have definitely told you. That's her favorite character.
Oh, I know. But yeah, one of the most annoying things I hated, you know, all the spotlight was on him, and then like all the audience, when he's about to do one of his deadly spikes, or all of the audience like, oh, and then like, you know, eyes like, oh my god.
His whole head goes like swoosh. I was like, okay.
Oh,
you got it, bro.
He's like a character now on my list. It's like I kind of love and hate you at the same time.
Not like that in the manga though. I mean, he is, but he isn't. He's more mature. Quotation marks.
Yeah, Aaron, you're quiet.
I can't. I'm not gonna say anything with. Yeah. So Kidma, right? And main dude. Guy. Yeah.
Kidma's awesome.
Yeah, episode 5. That was good.
Oh my goodness. This for me.
Episode 5. Oh my god. Of course you bring up that. You just gotta talk about Futaba. You want to do your fangirl here about Futaba. It's really what you're here for.
Oh, if we start talking Futaba, you won't hear me shut up. All right?
Okay, talk about Futaba. We've just had our moment. I just had my Gatsby moment.
This is your birthday stream, okay? Just let me hold on my character. Fangirl about.
Yeah, Lito. This is your birthday stream.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Do what you want.
We're on your.
I don't know. Is it? Sure.
Yes. It's holding up. I'm ready to hold up, but I will find more somehow.
Shima is not amused. This is actually kind of creepy.
Oh yeah, it is. What's everybody, since it's nearly Christmas and shit, what's everybody doing for Christmas?
Absolutely.
Going home.
Woo.
Oh, it was like two answers at the same time. What about okay, start off with you, Aaron. What are you doing for Christmas?
Spending time with my family, that's about it. Nothing more than that. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm not gonna do very much for Christmas. Yeah, maybe I'll have some eggnog. There you go.
I've never had eggnog.
Presents.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like eggnog.
There's no way to describe it.
It's one of the hard things. He's not kidding. It's really.
Is it like sweet? Is it bitter? What?
It depends. They make it a lot of different ways. Like some places make it really creamy, because it's a type of milk, but it's got other things in it. With eggs and various other things, but it can be creamy. It could be sometimes bitter. It could be spiced, like different types of spices. It could be spiked, which a lot of people like it with alcohol. I mean, this
makes it palatable.
You could have it. Trust me.
Yeah, it's the only way to have it with alcohol.
It's the only way to have it.
It's the only way to get it down.
Enjoy it for a lot of people because they don't like the regular versions half the time. The virgin.
Oh my god.
Yes, Neko.
I can taste it.
Persona 5 cat. Yes, it's Morgan. Or Morgana, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yay. He's so cute. Got big eyes. Like,
Yeah.
he's got a little utility belt. That's what I like about him. He's adorable. I like. Okay, that's about me. You'll understand. I love cute things. That's why I have Banyan. He hangs proudly on my. The only episode I didn't like Banyan was the one that was kind of racist. There was one episode of Banyan that was kind of racist. That was okay. Aw, what's that? Oh, that's
They're
cool.
little thank you notes.
That's kind of cool.
They were on sale.
Yeah, no, I remember when they introduced Black Banyan, I was like, ooh, kind of Japan. That was a little racist. It's like Black Banyan, you're too dark. You're hiding in the background. No one can see you. I'm like, whoa, what? What do you mean, Banyan? What? That's messed up.
I hate when they do that. I'm like, oh, it's so disrespectful.
I was like, that's kind of fucked up a little bit. Oh shit.
I'm like,
Black Banyan, you're hiding. No one can see you in the darkness. I'm like, oh, what?
Japan, we're not friends anymore. I denounce you and all of your dark bananas and your jokes and memes.
Yeah, no,
Bad.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that with that character, but it was very interesting. Oh, it's a ghost. Oh my god, you really didn't need to do that.
It's like, did my man dirty, man. He's beautiful. Okay, he needs to be in the front, center. Get some light on him. Gorgeous. No. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I haven't really watched any recent anime. We've already talked about Kekai Sensen. I've talked about Samurai Flamenco.
So many things. Because I review stuff and I'm like, yeah, a little too much this season. I'm watching a little too much.
See, every time I get ready to watch seasonal anime, I remember I don't like ongoing stuff. I get frustrated real quick. I'm like, why the hell do I have to wait another week for this shit? No, I want to know now what happens next.
See, the problem with me with binging is if I binge shows, a lot of times I won't watch it all the way through. Sometimes I'll take like breaks, and that's why I feel like for me it's always better to wait a week, because even though I don't like waiting that week, I can be like, oh, I know I have to go back to it next week and I have to watch it, and then I have to go watch it the next week and the following week, etc. Versus, oh, it's all out of one shot. I can watch them all the time, and then next thing I know, 3 months have passed and I've watched 3 episodes of it when I could have watched all of it in one shot. It's like
I binge it. I binge. That is how I watch. I literally will spend weeks, days.
The last show I binged was Shimameta. That was the last show I binged, and Shimameta was funny as hell to binge. You ever hear of it?
No.
Oh my god, it's legit about where in the future Japan they ban all things that are like they don't like nudity anymore. You can't say sexual conduct. You can't do stuff like that, and it has with this one girl who goes around basically making it where she wears panties on her head, and she's like, no, I will make the world understand again what sexual content is, and she like she says dick, she says all this other stuff, and she's not afraid to do it. But it's so funny and ridiculous because I'm like, oh man, imagine Japan without half the ecchi stuff that we see in anime. That's kind of scary. Imagine that for a second.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
But it's hilarious. Like I legit, I sat down. I'm like, I'm gonna watch a few episodes of it. Next thing I know, 5, 6 episodes. Listening down, 8, 9, 10. I'm like, oh, I love this show. It's great.
That's how you know it's a good one. When you end up watching like 12 episodes and you didn't even realize you watched 12 episodes. It's dark outside and you're like, oh my god, like where did my day go?
I think I started that at 10 o'clock at night. I think it was maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. I'm like, oh shit, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I wake up in like an hour because I think I had school the next day actually. Yeah. Or no, it should be 2 hours. I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh god, but I still want to finish it. I had to finish it.
Me too. Days. Watch something and I'm like, oh, I got work. And I'll go to work and I got my head on the desk and my supervisor's like, you good? And I'm like, we'll see. Give me an hour.
Maybe. I don't know right now.
Give me 3 hours. I'll be fine when I leave. And then I go home like I'm exhausted. Next thing I know, I'm watching more episodes like full. Ugh.
Yeah, that's what happens though. It's like that's my high school life. Like high school, I would, especially with Eureka 7. I remember Eureka 7 was one show that it was because it's 50 episodes.
Oh my god, Eureka 7! It used to come on at like 4 in the morning on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, no, but I watched when it came out in high school. I actually had watched it. I watched the first, I want to say 20 episodes before I had to go to school the next day. I had no sleep. I binged it all the way from like 9 o'clock to like 5 or 6 in the morning. I had to go take the bus. When I fell asleep maybe for like a second on the bus, went to class, everything else, blah blah. Probably failed the test or two with the process because I was like half asleep. Went back home. Didn't go to sleep. I just went to finish Eureka 7. I'm like the next day, repeated that cycle. I was a corpse. On the day, I think I started that on Thursday. By Saturday, I was a corpse. I felt I was like out like a light for the whole day.
I did that with Slayers. I watched all the seasons of Slayers.
Has the Slayer like 100 episodes?
Yes, I did it in one weekend. It was
Oh
beautiful.
my god, I give you credit. I can't do
No, I tried the first few episodes. I
They
couldn't.
lent me.
Slayer's cool, that's why.
They lent me
Some
the box set. Wait, Eureka 7? I mean,
No, it's Slayers. I'm saying Slayers.
Slayers. Yeah, Slayers. I binged. My friend lent me a box set, and I just had the weekend to watch it, so I had no choice. But Eureka 7.
I guess that was a great
Eureka
game
7.
now.
I liked it. I didn't like the reboot or whatever the hell they did, that remake or shit they made.
The
The yeah, I didn't like that. That was
the movie. I know you're talking about. And then they had the AO series, which was terrible, and I regret.
Yeah, no, let's not talk about that. This shit doesn't exist in my book.
Yeah, no,
It doesn't exist.
I agree 100%. I try to pretend like it doesn't exist either. It's there though.
I was like, I didn't. But the thing is, we didn't need it. It was unnecessary. The story ended perfectly where it was. I mean, it was open as hell and pissed me off just the same. But
yeah, but still, it's better than seeing what the end results were for quote unquote what they wanted.
Oh my god, I was so hurt. I was like, what did you do to my boy? What did you do to my people? No.
The characters in that show.
No. Who the hell is this? Ew. What? No. I rebuke you for the name of anime.
And then it got canceled technically because they were supposed to have 50 episodes of that show. They're like, hey, no, we don't have any money anymore, so it's 25 now. I'm like, oh,
that's so bad. It was like, dude, I'm glad. I don't want to know what would have happened if it had more time.
It's like, what? It's so stupid. Oh my god, I hate it. I think so much. I hate it really so much. Worst, probably one of the worst sequels I've ever seen for a show.
It hurt my soul.
Yeah,
so, you had this series. It wasn't like a scene, but it was good. And then you do this to it? It's an abomination. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed. Cash grab. Shit, man. Don't do that again. I was like, stop it. Don't touch that again. Because I saw that. I think I saw that. No, I didn't see it around the same time. I don't remember. Sometimes anime blur together.
No,
I feel like I saw it around the same time I saw Gurren Lagann. I really feel like I saw them around the same time.
You're right. I actually saw Gurren Lagann not that long after, actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's like I feel like they happened around the same time. They were similar. Yeah. They got my attention. Gurren Lagann is so stupid.
Gurren Lagann,
but I loved it.
You have to sell your house for.
I fucking loved it. It made no damn sense, but I loved it. The logic. I was like, what the hell? How did this man come back to life? He came back to life to get revenge. I was like, whoa.
People disappear. Just like, man,
he died. My man died. Came back to life so he could get revenge for his own death, and then he died again. I was like, what the hell?
but then again, remember, you made a robot the size of not a planet, but a galaxy, okay? Just remember that. And they show it, and they show the enemy being this little tiny speck, and he's like, yeah, who you mentioned that? I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense, sure.
That show took it to another level. And the thing is, they kept trying to explain it as if it was logical. I don't need the science behind this. It's impossible. Stop.
Yeah. Yes,
what was it? Go beyond the impossible? No, what was it? Go beyond the impossible and kick something in the ass or some shit like that. I was like, yeah, this is the show. This is the entire show. Just go
take a robot head. Don't worry about the intricacies of it. Slam it onto another robot.
Oh my
it works.
It didn't make sense. I was like, oh.
Like what?
That drill was like this close to my man's head when they finished slamming that head on it. If he had looked up, he would have been impaled in the head. I was like,
True.
Okay.
But that show makes everything work though. Surprisingly. Like, everything about that show works. Even though it's so crazy and outlandish,
Yes.
it all works.
And it's perfect. And they
That's
turned
funny.
everything up to 11. Like they turned the dial up past 11. It was on like 12. And they
Yeah,
made
no.
you believe it. And they made you love it. Like, fuck. Believe in the me that believes in you, that believes in me. The hell? That's some bullshit.
Hey, that's a great saying. I ended up getting. I bought Gurren Lagann like on a complete whim. I did, and I didn't think I'd end up loving it as much as I did.
All the problems, but
It's
woo! I
perfect.
love buying this. I bought this in a heartbeat when they released it. I was like, yee! Woo!
Whee!
But when they brought that shit back, I was
No.
like, oh my god, I gotta rebuy that. I gotta buy it.
Must watch it again.
Yeah.
No, what was it? Your drill's the drill that will pierce the heavens.
Yep.
But they had some quality quotes in that one. Just quality
That was
quotes.
quotes. Who the fuck do you think we are? Just still one of my favorite. I'm like,
I was like,
I'm like, yeah.
I don't know, Kamine. Who the fuck are you? You're awesome.
It was I still remember one of my favorite things in the world, and it still makes me laugh because, like I said, the collector's edition is really expensive. It's like I think $800 now or $900, and they were these it's super expensive because it's like it comes with the art, it comes with everything, art book, this huge art book, huge soundtrack, the whole series, the movies, etc. But what happened was that there was this one group on YouTube that they're also huge fans of Gurren Lagann, and they had mailboxing, like mail unboxings, and someone sent them the collector's edition, brand new, of Gurren, and they're like, "What the hell, guys? You can't send us this! Oh my god, what is this? This is so expensive. What'd you do, mortgage your house?" And I'm like, "But then here's the kicker, though." So then they're going through other boxes, and they went, "No, it can't be." And there was this another shaped box like the same one. He's like, "No, it can't be. They didn't send us two copies. No one sent us another one." Lo and behold, they got two of them. And I'm like,
Give me that. Give me that, please. I'll find some shit.
I love art books. I'll take it, please.
Yeah, give it to me. Do a giveaway. I'll enter every day under 5 different aliases. Like every day under a different alias. I'll just have like rotation.
They're all the same.
Use different computers, everything.
I don't know who these are, but they live with me. Whatever. These, like every single address is the same. It's like you went through this 20 times, didn't you? No, those are all the people that live in my apartment. We all share the same place. We share the same room.
Yo, I go to 5 different libraries, use their computers, have different IP addresses, be in different counties. I'd make that work. I'd win.
I wouldn't blame you.
I'd win.
I wouldn't blame you.
And I'd rub it in everybody's faces. I'd be like, look at this. Every live stream, every blog post would have like a picture of them.
Within arm reach, it's like just pull it up. It's like show it everyone. Put it back. We're not even talking. You're not even going to be talking about Gurren Lagann. You're not even going to mention it. You're just going to pull it out and be like this. Hold it in front of the camera, then put it back down.
Just be like, look at this. Magnificent.
Oh god. I would legit cry laughing if someone did that all the time.
One day. You know what? I also saw, what was it? Samurai 7 around the same time too. Because it was on what was it? Sci-Fi did this Annie Monday thing.
I have the search for it.
Are you looking for it?
Nope. Damn it. I have the limited edition. Real fast. Yeah.
I saw it before I saw the movie Samurai. And I hadn't even seen Magnificent 7 yet either. So I saw the anime based on a movie and saw 7 Samurai.
Where did it go?
Then I found out that we made an American quotation mark version of it called Magnificent 7, and I watched that, and I was like, holy shit,
very good.
totally ripped this off.
Where did this thing go?
I didn't even know there was a Magnificent 7. I love Samurai 7. It's probably like my second favorite Samurai series.
That's the first movie to ever.
It was awesome. It's freaking epic.
Hang on,
I mean, it's not.
Was it the Magnificent 7 or was it the anime?
No, it's like the movie called Magnificent Seven. It's The Cure, or whatever.
Seven.
But
yeah, they it uses cowboys instead of samurai, but it's the same story, exact same story, just with cowboys and in Mexico.
what was revolutionary about it was that it used cameras in multiple locations, which they never did before, and they would move. Actually, didn't have to move anything. They had it where every shot looked like a fluid shot because of that, and that was the first time in any movie they ever did that.
Yeah.
Finally found it. Yeah, I got this during a closing store. Like the store was closing. It was like a music/movie store. This thing cost me like $100, but it is probably one of the nicest limited editions. Like I swear, look at this art. I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
The art for it was always really good. Now, was the anime like magnificent? Not really, but I mean, it did.
The story for itself it's okay. It's not really anything revolutionary, but like comes with right here, which all of these are like actually little art books for each like disc, and they show like some production stuff and various art. Yeah. Like look at this, the quality of this stuff. It's so cool. Like
no, they did my boy wrong though. Gambe, I'm mad they killed him off like that. I mean, I knew he was gonna die because of the movie, but you know, they did my boy wrong.
I love this art. Like I love when they show sketches like that. It's so gorgeous to me.
The thing that got me though, they added mecha, and I was like, I don't see how this is supposed to fit in.
Yeah,
with this. I mean, I get what you're doing, but I don't understand why you're doing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a take like from it's supposed to be based off the movie, but at the same time, it's.
I mean, it is. I mean, the same stuff happens just with mecha and robots.
It's true. And now, by the way, I have to clean my room because now I threw everything to look for this stupid thing real fast. Worth it.
It was totally worth it.
Legit, like I just threw everything that I have on my shelf like around to look for this thing, and it's like half of it's all over the place now. It's okay, I'll fix it later.
Worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah.
It was worth it.
Needs to be shown. People need to know it exists.
Yeah, we need you to know. We need you to see that the magnificence of it, the beauty of it. But yeah, if you're going to watch it, watch the movie, then maybe watch the anime, and then watch Magnificent Seven, and then do a like. These are the differences. Compare and contrast the adaptations.
That's very accurate because we do it that way.
Yeah, you kind of have to at that point because Magnificent Seven is faithful to the movie, except the cowboys. Like it's literally the only difference. And don't watch the reboot. That thing is shit.
Reboot had potential to be okay. Like it had some moments that was actually kind of cool, and the rest was garbage. And I was like, I don't know.
I was hurt. I was like, why are they remaking this? This shouldn't have been remade. That's like when they remade True Grit, and it just hurt my soul.
True Grit remake.
I watched the remake.
Oh my god, that's so garbage.
I was hurt. I saw True Grit, and then I saw the remake, and I was like, what the hell? Why? Why did you feel the need to make this? Why would you do that to me? Disgusting. Disgusting. Disgraceful. You don't need to remake everything. Everything doesn't need to be remade.
Like for example, I know why like Spider-Man movies. People always wonder why they keep doing that. It's because they don't want to lose the rights to it.
Exactly. Sony wants to keep the rights.
That if they let anyone else like do it, they're like, no, they're gonna get money off this. No, you make whatever get some dude. I don't care who it is. Just get some guy off the street, make a movie. We'll give you some money. Do it. And legit, they do.
Which is, that's why I was happy they finally were like, Marvel, we gonna let you do your thing. However, we're gonna get all the movie rights. You guys can have the merch rights, okay? So any toys and things we sell, y'all get the money for that. But the movies, we make the money off of that. I was like, that's the shittiest deal y'all ever made.
I know, right?
Marvel bought all these goddamn toys. I was like, Marvel have to make bank on these toys, and y'all gonna be making what? Pennies on this damn movie.
Back in the 90s, early 2000s, if someone would have told you that, that'd be a great idea. It's like, oh, shit, you serious? We get the toy deal? Take it, hands down, because toys sold back in those years. Now, in 2000s, where technology prevails over everything that's like a toy, dude, you stupid. You take that deal, you legit stupid. And Anything that happens, I
They
don't
just
understand.
wanted to do the movie right. That was all they wanted at this point. They were just like, you know what? Whatever. Devil's advocate. Give me a fucking good Spider-Man movie. We got you, bro. We got you. Just once. And they wanted him in Avengers. That's all they really wanted. So they cut a deal. They made a deal with the devil right there. And I bet you if they could make a deal with Fox to get some of the X-Men in that Avengers movie, they sure as fuck would have done it.
Yeah, no, they would have. They would have. And you know what's really sad?
Out here.
And then what was it? This just recently they started doing. DC flopped. Like the whole Justice League movie flopped. And did you see the movie?
Okay. I didn't hate the Justice League movie.
Nor did
but
I.
I also didn't really like it either.
No, it wasn't that great. It's like it's okay. It's serviceable. Like you can watch it, you'd be like, okay, I didn't waste my money watching it. I feel like it's fine, you know. But at the same token, first off, I don't care what anyone says. If you know your movie shit, you know that you can see that two directors did that movie. Because legit, it's so noticeable where you have one style of comedy and then it switches gears.
The total switch. I was like,
It's fucking noticeable. It's like serious comedy, and then we're gonna joke about this. And I'm like, that's Josh Whedon's jokes. I know that. I've seen the movies to know his comedy style, and I'm like, what the hell? But the thing is that then they're expecting it to do really well. I'm like, why? First off,
that was Suicide Squad. They thought it was gonna be this badass. It was gonna save them, and it flopped too because.
Well, that sucked though. I'm sorry. I don't care. Suicide Squad was terrible.
Here's the thing. Here's where they keep fucking up. Like real talk. Here's where they keep fucking up. And this is the only way I can put it. They keep saying they don't think they're gonna make any more movies. They don't think these movies are gonna be good. So what they do is they throw every fucking thing they can into these movies. When they instead, like they put like 10 different plot lines that could have been 10 different good movies into one movie. Like they did the shit with Man of Steel. Or not Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman. They put 10 good DC storylines into one movie when they could have made 10 little movies, good stories, and made bank. But they crammed it all into one because they didn't know if they were going to be able to make more. So they're like, hey, let's just put it all in here, get that shit out there so people know, and boom. How the fuck do you butcher the death of Superman? How the hell did you fuck that up? Like, I was just like, what the hell? And we already know there's a Justice League movie coming, so you wasted a good plot line. You wasted a really good story for some shit that we know is going to be retcon in the next damn movie. Why?
Well, because you know what it is? I would think DC, because DC to me has always been something that like they see Marvel and they go, can we copy that and make it better? And in their minds, they're like, yes, we can do it. We can do it. Legit, though, they really can't. And the problem is that, see, the one thing about all Marvel movies, all the side movies, even the bad ones are still done in a way that people like them, or, you have a big following with them. DC, you have you have half these things where you changed up, like for the Suicide Squad, you changed up a lot of things that people would have loved about it. You could have done a decent Suicide Squad. You really could have. The animated Suicide Squad was great. That was fine. I like the animated one. But, you had the potential to make, like, simple things work for it. You could have maybe other movies for it. And then led up to that. And people loved it. They were like, oh, cool. We got to see some characters already.
Production.
Right.
Compete with Marvel. You can't do that at this point.
Right, no, but like you said before, you're trying to force all these characters into one movie for people to like. And the issue with that is that you haven't built up anything for
the characters. Yes, Marvel had like a 30-year plan. I'm being facetious. It wasn't a 30-year plan, but I mean they had like a 50-year plan. It's gonna get bigger every time. They had like a 60-year plan.
Before the guy was born, they had a plan.
60-year plan for these movies, and they have been slowly executing them. And every time a movie would flop, they would keep going with the plan. If one did well, it's like awesome, let's keep moving. This one flopped, that's cool, let's keep moving. And they just kept building on it until
the ones that did bad, you can take the fall. Like, okay, so like for example, perfect example, the Wolverine, the Origin one, which people, that movie's terrible. No, that movie's legit garbage. But no, the thing is, I hate that movie. Don't get me wrong, I really do legit hate that movie. But the shining example is, see how bad that movie is? People didn't hate Wolverine after that. They didn't like go, oh my god, because Wolverine already been established as a good character. People
in the X-Men film.
Right. So you made one bad
He was
movie.
established
You can,
in the film.
right. And you can save it. You can be like, okay, listen, we fucked up. We'll make the next movie, do way better with it. Even then, it was still hit or miss, but it's still a lot better. Yeah, it's still because it's not that good. But the problem is that, hey, with DC characters, you can't do that because they just threw all these people into this one movie. If people hate them already, it's like you can't ever make a movie now because no one's going to want to watch that.
And two, I find it really funny. It's kind of like a whole reversal of things because back in the day, Marvel was cranking out a lot of bad movies, bad superhero movies. Like all the superhero movies they were cranking out were shit. They did.
Like, people forget about those though.
Captain America ones were god awful, and then they had the Thor. They had Thor. I mean, Incredible Hulk.
Oh, I love Thor. I haven't seen the third one yet.
I haven't seen Ragnarok either.
Oh, you should. It's freaking awesome. It's hilarious. But the thing is,
more like Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was way closer to Guardians of the Galaxy, which works for Thor at this point in the story.
You can't have to because now he's caricature in many ways of what his character used to be.
Yeah, at this point he's kind of there. But back in the day, Marvel was cranking out a lot of really shitty movies. At the top of the game, Superman movies were like up here. Batman movies are coming out like every other year, and they were box office hits. But Marvel was sitting there struggling with their little shit properties. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Selling shit off to other studios because they couldn't do anything with it. And then, and then now you've got this complete reversal. DC and the shit in the crapper, and Marvel's like on top. And now they're trying to regain that legacy. They're trying to build back up to that point, and they're failing because they're trying to compete with Marvel. Stop trying to compete with Marvel. They've got a plan in place.
Well, now I'll be honest with you, it's now impossible. Like, I hate to say it, I think it would take so many years for them to ever be able to even get on the same caliber as Marvel. And I think with Wonder Woman, for example, they think, "Oh, Wonder Woman will save us," and they did save us, but it's not enough. Marvel has its power now already. DC is always going to be the second fiddle. Like, people will love DC. Don't get me wrong. I still like DC. I don't hate DC, but you'll never have the same success as Marvel. That's the bottom line.
No, not at this point, because they haven't taken the time to establish this point. We remember the older movies, we remember all the legacy from before, but go from scratch. Like, nobody fucking remembers the shitty Captain America movie that they made.
Oh, way back when.
No one really.
When you had like cloth, you had the cloth clothes, or the one, yeah.
He had fake ears on the side of his damn mask. I was like, what the hell? That shit. No one remembers. I mean, now they do, but I mean, no one really remembers that. Nobody's looking for that shit. All they remember is Chris Evans. All the Chris's in Marvel now. But with DC, it's like, yeah, we had Christopher Reeves, but now we've got Cavill, whatever his name is. The hot Superman.
I can't think of his name all the time. I always forget who it is. I know.
Yeah. That's a bad part. We don't know his fucking name. But, and I'm not gonna lie, Ben Affleck was not the worst Batman I've ever seen. He was actually pretty good, given what he was working with.
I think he's a better Bruce Wayne than he is per se Batman. Like, he's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I agree. He's a better Bruce Wayne. I like him. Bruce.
Right.
He's not playing a young Bruce Wayne. He's not playing this cocky Bruce Wayne. He's playing old Bruce Wayne, and that's why it works.
Right.
If it was a younger Bruce Wayne, he wouldn't have fit. But he's like, he's a war worn. He's kind of
everything's done. He's still a Joker. He's defeated all the villains in Gotham.
Yeah, and he lost his Robin. Now, see, that shit right there, that's what pissed me off. They could have told that story. I would have loved to have seen that. From the death of Robin, they could have made that movie.
Don't ever remind me what they do with Robin. But Robin at the end of the movie.
But the thing is, they hinted at it.
Oh, God.
Have you seen like the new sort of visual teaser for Teen Titans, or seen like how they made Robin? Are they doing?
Hold on. Teen Titans like on the Cartoon Network, or are they talking about like anime or cartoon?
They're doing a live action.
No, live action.
Oh no! Please no! You're joking, right? That's not real.
No,
Real.
it's real. It's real.
It's
Oh,
legit.
Teen Titans. Like,
See, I'm hopeful about that.
yeah, but they keep ruining Teen Titans. Like, I love Teen Titans when it was a cartoon. It was great. And then Teen Titans Go came out and ruined that. And I'm like, oh.
Let's go. Every 5 freaking minutes, Cartoon Network is doing a marathon. Like, I swear to God, it's on every day, all day.
Cartoon Network. I miss it.
What?
Let's go. They're doing a Christmas marathon. They did a Thanksgiving marathon. They're doing a Christmas marathon. Where are my damn Christmas specials, huh? No, I'm watching Teen Titans Go every episode ever for the 5th time this year. Like,
stuff Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go! I'll never forget.
It's not funny. I hate them in chibi form. Just hate it. There's a few things in this world I'll say I hate. I hate that show.
Stop.
the episode where they did the first episode of the original Teen Titans, but using Teen Titans Go, I was like, that was kind of clever. But then they ruined it.
Pain, no, but then made the pain come back of you're not gonna ever get the original Teen Titans. You're gonna get these characters.
I feel like they were gonna bring it back, and then they just kept showing Teen Titans Go. So what the hell? What is this?
Well, because Cartoon Network is now run by a chick who I think doesn't understand what cartoons are, and is most likely not caring that Cartoon Network is going into the ground. So that's why it's pretty much.
I mean, hell, show me some Adventure Time. I mean, didn't they just end Adventure Time? Show me some reruns of that.
Adventure Time's over here.
Steven Universe is cool.
What's up?
Teen Titans Go.
Lita, you have to right? You have to get going. So you make sure you have some final words. I feel like we stole the show from you. I'm sorry.
No, you haven't stolen anything. I think now she just needed a good bed.
This whole time. What are we talking about? We're talking about lots of random stuff.
That's what the stream's for. Complete randomness.
So we went from anime to DC to Marvel to Walking Dead.
We got to have our high Q moment, so that's all good.
I got to live my moment.
Yeah, high Q.
He was here. Banyana was here to protect me. He protected my face with the cringe when I was like, you listening to you girls talk about Haikyuu. He was here.
Well, that's all right. We could have talked about it way more, but I got to rewatch Haikyuu. I got to refresh my memory. That's what I got to do.
Take notes this time.
Yes, I will take notes. I actually do take notes. Sad enough, sometimes when I rewatch series, if I'm going to review it or whatever. So
don't do that. Don't do what I do because I try to go everything off memory, and it's like, who's that guy's name again? I don't know. Whatever. We'll continue the review. I don't know who that dude was. Dude. Bald dude.
I refer to them by characteristics. I do it all the time. I was like, homeboy with glasses.
Glasses dude. Bald dude.
Yeah.
I legit said that in my review recently. I said, oh, this one guy, what was it? I forgot what series that was. Some show. I'm like, bald head dude attacked this guy. I'm like, oh, I don't know what his name is, but it's something. Sure.
Yeah, that dude. The guy who I don't like. Asshole. Like, the dude from My Hero Academia. I don't remember his fucking name. Lita knows I can't ever remember his name, but I only refer to him as that asshole. His name.
Tori.
Big Boom Boom.
Tori?
No. It's Big Boom Boom. Exploding King Boom Boom.
Oh, Bakugo.
Yeah, asshole. That guy. That's him. Like, it's either.
All he does is yell, man. He yells more than Clover. And I'm like, I didn't think that's possible. He just
I watched this YouTube clip of someone when they're 12 days. They said one of their favorite moments was that it was from the Sushi Snobs, and they had the favorite moment was that Black Clover main protagonist. Oh, like whatever. It's like, that's like a freaking dead. That's like something dying. It's like a dead crow on its last brink of life.
Those weird shonen yells.
No, funny though that guy is the real life version of him, the voice actor, and you have the guy next to him, and you see his face when he's like, he's like this. It's like looking like dead. This guy's like, he's like just looking straight. Like, oh my god! You could tell he's wife listen to this guy scream right next to him.
He's just like so done. Like, why is this happening?
Why did I get paired up with this guy who's never voiced before? This is his first role ever. Why
It's like I didn't sign up for this crap. It's like I didn't sign up for this. Yeah. I think something like that happened in a BL game. They were explaining how they make the noises, and he was talking about how they use a specific type of pudding. And he was like, yeah, this flavor is the best. We've tried all the other ones, but this one makes the best noise. I was like, how the fuck do you know that? And I'm like, can I see your face while you're describing this? You're going into detail about this one pudding that makes this noise.
I love commentary. Commentary makes some great stuff sometimes. When they're like rolling. Like, okay.
You're just like, all right.
That's why I wish in America they would actually do what they do in Japan, where everyone's in the same studio booth, all talking at the same time. I'm like, yeah, we can do that one day. I mean, I understand why they can't.
Because they play off of each other a lot better if you're with each other, but they always do separate recordings. It doesn't feel the same.
Flaps, the lip flaps.
The chemistries. We need the chemistry, man. All right, Miss Lita, our Princess Lita.
No, princess.
Lita, I bow to you.
I don't need a bow. Well,
I bow not. The rebel. I don't bow. Defend your honor from the sun.
No, I'm just a thug.
Banana is offer.
Oh,
Banana.
You don't like that little girl.
Yeah.
All right. Final words, my lead.
Yeah, I know it's probably late for you too. Anyway, so.
Fuck, I'm waiting for the next like 5 hours. I just had coffee before I'm good.
10. I mean, I'm gonna go to bed when I finish this hat, but.
Well, thanks for you two being here. It was nice not to do this stream on my own. So yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
You're all right.
Subscribe me.
Pardon?
I said you invited me, so I joined. It's the best one.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. I'll probably have another one in the new year, probably. But yeah, I know not a lot of people will probably be able to make it, probably because it is that busy time of year. So it's all right. Thank you to everyone that did come. So that's all right. It was a lot of fun. I just have a hectic week ahead of me now, so it's nice just to do this. So actually trying to plan to actually vlog my entire week because there's so much going on. So yeah, so hopefully I attempt to. Let's see how that goes. I'm not going to guarantee there'll be like a weekly vlog by the end of next week. We'll see. But yeah, you should follow Blade or Aaron and Naja. Naja is a blogger. Aaron is a YouTuber. You've seen him on here before. So you should go follow them. I'll leave their links down below. And yeah, just a Merry Christmas to one and all. And still have the 12 days of anime going, so there'll still be a video out each day. I'm in editing and writing hell right now, honestly. So
Kwanzaa too. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. I mean, Christmas. Happy holidays.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
For the rest of us.
All right. Well, I'll end it. I'll end it now. So I'll see you guys whenever the next stream will be, or I'll see you today when my video comes out.
Bye, people.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Ow, my hand. Bye.